begins in Vegas, but when it comes to accomplishments in 2025, no team has done more than Junior Motorsports this year, taking home 17 trophies. It's a good time to check in with some of those guys. Let's go down to Kim with Connor Zillage.
That's right, Carla. And Connor enters this round with the largest gap in playoff history, 57 points to the cut line, to the good. And as you look at today, how does that lead affect your approach to tonight's race?
Day with points to go into the next two races, Talladega and Martinsville, which are probably two of the biggest question marks on the playoff schedule. So, yeah, hopefully we can have a good, clean day, walk out of here with some points.
Yo, is that
even a win? You know,
is that Zilly Zonkers?
So I feel like we've got a good chance at it.
Oh my God, it's Zilly Zonkers.
This evening, Dylan, it will be his 11th on the season.
And Kim Carson-Kvapil is one of the Junior Motorsports cars with a little bit of work to do today. This round, minus 11 coming in here tonight after a couple of 15th place finishes the last 2 weeks. So what's the sense of urgency today to try to close that gap or maybe get a win and just get it done and out of the way?
Yeah, it's tough to say, right? Obviously, if we could just go out and win, it'd be problem solved, right? But we're going to try to do the best we can today with our Johnny Morris Bass Pro Shops, Clarence Technology, Chevrolet. I think these guys brought me a
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How the hell is everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great fucking day. Today, we got the Focused Health 302 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway in Las Vegas, Nevada.
However many there is left, or however many we did, so...
I'm excited for this race. Think it's going to be a good race.
It would. They were good here in the spring. Didn't quite get the finish.
It'll end up being a night race too, which we like. We like that.
All right, so we just heard from 2 of the 4 JRM drivers, and 2 of them are rookies.
Towards the end,
They've
though.
all been really good at different tracks.
It'll be mostly a
Of
day
course,
race,
Connor
but it
Zillage
will
leads the way in that.
end
I
at
don't know,
night.
Is it possible that we see all 4 drivers in the championship 4, possibly?
It's possible, but I would say that Carson-Kvapil and Sammy Smith, I know that they ran well at the next 3 tracks earlier this year in the season, but they're going to have to finish better than where they were. And Carson referenced that they ran well here at Vegas, but they didn't finish well. And maybe in a must-win, I mean, obviously the points are pretty tight, but they're just going to have 3 solid...
But yes, today is the Focus Health 302 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway in Las Vegas, Nevada.
3 drivers who are still both in the hunt, too. Let's go to Dylan Welch.
It is a 201 lap race, which is weird and different. 201 lap race around a 1.5 mile racetrack, so that's 301.5 miles to round up to 302. The breakdown for today's race: green flag is set for 7:45 Eastern Time, 4:45 Pacific. Stage 1 is 45 laps. Stage 2 is also 45 laps, and on the final stage is 111 laps. 5 sets of tires, and the fuel run will be 60 to 65 laps. So in the first 2 stages, you will not have to pit under green, but in the final stage, you will. And yeah, if it went green, obviously. There's Sheldon.
Yeah, I feel like kind of struggled with being tight all year long and was super tight here in the spring. So I feel like we've evolved well and a lot happier with the race car today.
All right, Sheldon Creed starts in the 10th spot, and there's no time like the present to try to get that first Xfinity Series win.
Well, certainly a guy that is really known for a lot of great things at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. That's Justin Allgaier. So many top 10s. He won here earlier in the spring, but it's a really good chance for the reigning champion to get back in the win column.
It is, and you know, we talked about earlier in the practice and qualifying show, he's got a lot of good stats. Only the one win here, obviously it's the most recent one, which would be the most important, but he's just been good at all the mile-and-a-half racetracks. I don't know that maybe road courses would be the 7's only weakness, but he ran really well at the Roval last.
He told me earlier this week that he even felt the pressure of the cut line, even last week at the Roval, when he was already locked in just 24 points above. Do you sense that pressure that he should be feeling right now?
Well, I think he seems more at ease than what we see in the past, and winning the championships last year helped for that a lot. But listen, when you get to this point, I mean, everybody wants to make it and have a shot to win a championship. And if you're in an Allgaier's position, Phoenix arguably is.
I really don't know why this race is 201 laps.
So
it's really kind of weird.
He is going to be the car to beat. He and his teammate Zillage.
All right, so we've talked about Justin Allgaier. Let's go ahead and bring in Justin Allgaier, the reigning champ. Of course, he is the defending winner at Vegas for a reason, too. Justin, we got to know just your history here. We've been talking about it for a little bit, but how excited are you that Vegas is the next race up?
Very excited. I mean, obviously the spring race was great for us. Although I think watching the broadcast, you guys were giving away a few of my speed secrets about wrapping that line over there. So I think we're gonna have to probably battle a few guys doing that. But all in all, really proud of this race team to come here, to have the win in the spring, to come back with equally as good of a race car, and to qualify in the pole. We still have to execute today, but our Rev 1 Grand Professional Agriculture Chevrolet really is. It's fast. It feels good, and we're just gonna go for broke. See what we can do.
Justin, it seemed like watching practice that all the JRM cars looked a little bit off. We heard guys talking about being on the splitter, the tires were a bit different. What'd you guys have to adjust? I mean, how'd you make such a big gain when it came to qualifying?
Well, I think some of it is just that, right? I think the start of practice, we were on the splitter a little bit. It's hard to make speed when you're on the splitter, and qualifying with the air pressures up and the adjustments that you're able to make, none of us really were. So that's a big part of it, first and foremost. I think the other thing is just track conditions.
Because it's 302 miles up the... Yeah, but why?
Track gets,
I know that, but why?
So we got a work cut out for us once the green flag drops. The wind is throwing everybody for a loop a little bit here.
Yeah, it is very windy. It's always windy in Vegas, it seems like.
A lot of guys were searching around, they were moving different lanes and finding speed doing that. But I think that having a car that's kind of able to drive on all the different lanes really well, and if you can wrap the bottom, which we were able to in practice, I think that's going to pay huge dividends once the race starts.
We appreciate your time. Justin will let you get ready for the race. And will he get another win in Sin City, or will it be another playoff driver, maybe a non-playoff driver? We'll have pre-race ceremonies from Vegas. Those are next when we come back on the CW. It's native 24-hour moisturizing body wash that locks in 4 times the moisturizers of your old body wash.
And about half the ingredients of my old body wash.
Clean moisturizing body wash isn't a myth. It's native.
What if I told you that one of the best things you can do to improve the look and performance of your car can be done for under $20 and in less than 30 minutes?
Fix your cloudy and weathered headlights with Cerakote's #1 best-selling ceramic headlight restoration kit in just 3 easy steps and without power tools. Just wipe, sand, and apply.
Well, no, I know, Rafa. I'm just saying, why? Why did they add the extra lap? Why did they make it 302? Why did they make it a 201 lap race? 302 miles. What was their purpose?
What he's having. Go on, try that new spicy sauce.
What was their reasoning?
Back for a limited time.
What was their thought process?
Our show was timeless. The Brady Bunch saw America before America saw itself. That started with I Love Lucy. It's powerful.
It brings us back to that same place.
It's like an old friend.
Urban Meyer. Football's a way of life. Mark Ingram II. You know what I mean? And Rob Stone. Team up for football talk that hits harder than game day. The Triple Option, presented by Wendy's.
10 o'clock's a great time for news. You don't need to stay up late. We're here with stories on what really affects you. Your money, your safety.
The proposed development is drawing pushback.
It's a full hour, so you get more news, weather, and sports. Weeknights on the CW6, News at 10.
Get more orange. Tune into the award-winning Orange Zone podcast. Samantha Croston, Ashley Wenskoski, and the Orange Zone team give you news and perspective on all things orange. Available wherever you get your podcasts. Sponsored by Apex Entertainment and Destiny USA.
Stories of hope. Stories of healing. I'm CY Central's Megan Coleman.
And I'm Dave Allen from News Radio 570 WSYR for the call-in for cancer at the Upstate Cancer Center.
Join CNY Central, Y94, and News Radio 570 WSYR Thursday and help bring hope and help to patients at the Upstate Cancer Center.
The call-in for cancer at the Upstate Cancer Center, presented by the Upstate Foundation.
Looking for safe, fun, magical Halloween memories you'll treasure? Bring the whole family to Spooktacular Stroll, Thursdays through Sundays at Long Branch Park. Stroll a stroller-friendly half-mile trail through Witch's Way, Pumpkin Patch, Creepy Castle, Spider Forest, Mummy Mansion, and more. Every Saturday and Sunday, enjoy treats on the trail for kids. Thursdays are Dog-O-Ween nights. Costumes for your pup, trick-or-treat stops, and fun for all ages. Get your tickets now and make this Halloween an enchanting family tradition. Visit SpooktacularStroll.com to reserve your night. The magic is waiting.
Welcome back to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Getting you ready for the round of 8 for the Xfinity Series here on the TV. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about some drivers we haven't talked about yet, that being this guy, the 20 of Brandon Jones. Jamie, should we be overlooking him? I feel like we shouldn't because he just won recently.
Yeah, I mean, we won at Kansas the last mile-and-a-half racetrack we were on, and I liked in practice and qualifying earlier today when I heard him breaking down his car. Not like excited, just being very thorough, giving Sam McCauley all the information that he needs. Gibbs, I thought, looked like they had the best cars. Now, JRM surprised us in qualifying because it didn't look like they had what they needed. But Brandon Jones, what you got to remember is if he can make it to Phoenix, he's won there before. And not only did he win at Phoenix, he outran Kyle Busch in that race. So really good track for Brandon Jones.
Maybe momentum increasing there. How about Sam Mayer, though?
Well, Mayer's momentum kind of went the wrong way. I thought they were going to be really good last week at the Roval. Spoke with he and his crew chief before the race. Seemed optimistic. They just didn't have the speed they needed.
And as we get ready to start today's pre-race ceremonies, Golden Corral would like to take a moment to thank our nation's heroes. It's a privilege to serve those who serve.
Please rise as you are able. Remove your hats, and veterans render a hand salute as the El Dorado High School Navy Junior ROTC Color Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer today's invocation, please welcome Motor Racing Outreach President and Senior Chaplain, Billy Malden.
Heavenly Father, we pause to recognize your presence in our lives and ask your blessings on this day. For safety for our drivers, teams, officials, and joy and great memories for all in attendance, enjoying this sport we all love. We pray for the men and women of our armed forces at home and abroad, as well as our first responders who protect us and our freedoms. Bless them and their families. May your peace and love surround us all. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome singer, songwriter, and voice behind the anthem across America, Y. Mac.
You see by the dawn's light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam. Bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's hear it for...
Golden Corral has supported our veterans for over 2 decades through Military Appreciation Nights, providing meals to veterans and active duty service members at no cost. And as a founding partner of Camp Corral, Golden Corral helps send children of wounded, ill, or fallen military members to summer camp each year. It truly is a special experience for those kids and their families. Well, we've checked off all the road courses, and after today, we're going to do the same for the mile-and-a-half. The Xfinity Series takes on Las Vegas Motor Speedway, but first, it's the Command, and that's right after this.
Back to the game I love. It's great to be able to keep up with the guys again. It's why I wanted more from my symptomatic obstructive HCM. So I asked my cardiologist about Camzyos. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved, and I can be more active now. It's a difference I can feel, and they can see, and she can too.
Camzyos works by targeting what's causing OHCM, and it's proven to reduce obstruction in the heart 4 times more.
Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor.
Call starting 30 seconds tomorrow. There we go. Let's go, boy.
Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms.
How you doing today,
Camzyos is only
Jaden?
available through a restricted program. Before taking Camzyos, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy. Camzyos, first in its class to treat symptomatic OHCM.
It's great to be playing again. Ask your cardiologist about Camzyos.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Sometimes things fall right into place, but other times they
Doing
just
good.
fall. No.
What was that?
But
You enjoying
at least you can get it
NASCAR
fixed now and
25
pay
so
later in
far,
4
Jaden?
interest-free payments at
Jaden got the
SafeLight.com.
gold edition, so he can play
And
early.
SafeLight can come to you for free anytime,
Me, I'll just wait
anywhere, and do
fucking
everything you
a
need
few
to
more
get
days.
back
I
on the
don't
road.
care.
All set. Here you go. Thank you. Take care. Get it fixed now and pay later at SafeLight.com.
I have this thing called patience.
Repair, safe like replace.
Actually, I don't. I really don't have
Olive
patience.
Garden's never-ending pasta bowl is back. So first round, get your go-to. Second, have what she's having. What he's having. Go on, try that new spicy 3-meat sauce. Starting at $13.99 and back for a
I
limited
forgot to
time.
eat today. I haven't eaten any food today. Probably should eat something.
What'd she call Harper? Oh, we actually sold the twins naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Very lucrative.
Oasis Breeze Cannon Spa.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
What's good?
Let's go.
I'm Josh Johnson.
People say it's like NASCAR Heat 6. Is that true or is it actually
Nobody
different?
switched teams more than I have. But I'm done with all that. I'm switching to Straight Talk. We're good. They've got free 5G phones with real unlimited data. Come on, great news. Get it at straighttalk.com and Walmart.
A successful shindig doesn't happen by accident. It's a choice. Walmart Plus members get free delivery on more than just groceries, so I can order up Gouda and a good time. Who knew? Who knew? The world is your oyster.
Who knew? Who knew?
Not for Conchicos.
Whoa, Walmart Plus lets you choose from 2 streaming services?
The choice is everything.
Who knew? Who knew?
Become a member who knows better with Walmart Plus.
You could feel the tension when you got here today that things are ramping up.
No reason why we can't do this.
This is not just another race.
The kickoff of the round of 8 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series and it starts at a pretty tough track.
Let's have a big one here, guys.
It will be elbows up today for sure.
Keep our heads down the big all day like we always do.
Everybody believes that their team is good enough, but only a select few get to move forward.
We'll fight hard for you in here. You do the same for us.
Car feels completely different. It feels weird. That's interesting.
Every lap. Be smart. Race hard.
This is
Does it feel weird like how Project Cars 2 felt weird, or is it like... Project Cars 2 is dumb. Sometimes you just can't even drive.
Welcome back to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. If you're looking for a driver who could hit the jackpot here today, keep your eye on Connor Zilic. When you look at what Zilic has been able to do the second half of the season, hot streak is somehow an understatement. Domination is a better word for what the team has been able to do, which is a 2.1 average finish over the last 17 races. And today should be no exception. Crew Chief Marty Lindley told me as long as we can get the car dialed in to what Connor wants balance-wise, I have no doubt we can win this race. Again, they are looking for their 11th win on the season. It would lock them into the championship for Dylan.
And Kim Justin Allgaier was the winner here in the spring and backed that up today by qualifying on the pole for tonight's race. A Vegas sweep tonight means a couple of things. Of course, it's a pass to the championship race, and the biggest thing that comes from that is 2 weeks to prepare for that championship race. But it also helps to diminish any momentum that their teammate in the 88 has from their win a week ago. Zilic still hasn't won on a 1.5 mile racetrack. Allgaier is one of the best on those. With the unknowns looming ahead at Talladega and Vegas, the 7 team is one of many who's emphasized this race as maybe the most important one of the playoffs. Time to get the engines fired in Vegas. Let's go trackside for the command.
Journalist and 2-time breast cancer survivor Holly Kane. She's here to say the most famous words in motorsports, joined by co-founder and chief executive officer of Focused Health, Sean Holt, along with his mother, breast cancer survivor Miss Betty Carreño.
Drivers, start your
And the engines are fired. Do I eat today, or do I just wait till tomorrow to eat? I have not eaten today. Do I just skip eating today and just wait for tomorrow? I do this far too often.
You can get this fixed now and pay later. You can get this fixed now and pay later. And this. Get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
What causes a curve down there? Is it Peyronie's disease? Is there somebody I can talk to or help?
I got somebody for that.
I got somebody for that.
I got somebody for that.
You guys got somebody for Peyronie's disease? There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men who may have Peyronie's disease, or PD. A urology specialist who treats PD can help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today at GoGetSomebody.com.
Zombies, run! Here they are, new Skechers Aeroburst. The first running shoe designed with aerodynamics in mind. They're fast.
It's the slowpoke zombies.
Uh-oh. Skechers Aeroburst. Scary fast.
Next week, ignite your weekend with a CW Football Saturday doubleheader. First, Washington State heads to Charlottesville for a showdown with number 19 Virginia and their high-powered offense. Then, it's Pac-12 After Dark as Lafayette takes on Oregon State under the lights. CW Football Saturday, next week at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific.
A question for anyone on Medicare. What plan gives you $840 cash back per year? Trinity Health Plan New York. The Medicare Advantage plan with the mission to make Medicare better. This plan has a large provider network and offers the money-saving benefits you want most.
My goal is to save more with my plan so I can spend more on everything else.
For a $0 monthly premium, you'll get $0 copays for primary care visits and prescription drugs. You'll also get dental coverage and no-cost vision and hearing exams.
My mission is to provide the best care possible. It's a team effort. Your doctors and health plan work together to do what's right for you.
Trinity Health Plan New York is New York's choice for Medicare Advantage with a mission.
Call 888-851-3712 to enroll. That's 888-851-3712.
Mary was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer and couldn't understand why it wasn't discovered sooner. To the Porter Law Group looking for answers. Our medical experts reviewed her old mammograms and discovered her doctors failed to identify clear evidence of cancer a year earlier when she could have been cured. Mary's lawsuit settled before trial for $6.5 million. If you were denied a cure because of a doctor's failure to make a timely diagnosis, call 833-888-LATE or visit nycancerlawyers.com.
You can't beat a Saturday night in Sin City. This evening, we are 16 miles north of the Strip. CW Sports welcomes you to Las Vegas Motor Speedway in the opening race in the round of 8 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Here we are once again at the broadcast booth, everybody, with Jamie McMurray. I'm Adam Alexander. So next weekend, it's Talladega. In 2 weeks, we're racing in Martinsville. Better go get your business done tonight with those wild cards on the way.
Yeah, I would say the round 8 is chaos. I think tonight's the safe race, being on a mile-and-a-half racetrack. You mentioned it, Talladega, Martinsville. A lot of unknowns when we get to those two tracks.
And when you talk about the points, I know we do the reset to begin the round of 8. You see the tracks here: Las Vegas, Talladega, and Martinsville. And then you look at the points, and it's so tight. In particular, if you go to from third to 8, once again, it emphasizes how critical this race is.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt. Zilich, I think, is going to be safe in this round based on the points he's accumulated. But you mentioned it, from Brandon Jones to Sheldon Creed, it can all change by the end of stage 2.
From Jones to Creed, 15 points separating third to 8. Going to be a good one here tonight. Green flag when we return. It's the NASCAR Xfinity Series on CW.
I'm being told this is Legal Evil from Liberty Mutual, who helps save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance.
And his partner, Doug, is the gentleman under the security guard.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
Any words of wisdom for the family?
Eat more wings.
Wow. Let that sink in. Kids, I think you'd all agree that these
were words that your grandfather used.
A successful shindig doesn't happen by accident. Walmart Plus members get free delivery on more than just groceries, so I can order up Gouda and a good time! Become a member who knows better with Walmart Plus.
You can get this fixed now and pay later. You can get this fixed now and pay later. And this. Get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Do it all with Steel Battery. Now is the best time to save big on over 40 hardworking steel tools. Hurry into your local steel dealer or shop online.
Dude, what are you doing? I'm protecting my car. That's too much work. WeatherTech is so much easier. Laser measured floor liners up here, seat protector and cargo liner back there. Nice. Out here, side window deflectors and mud flaps and the bump stem to keep the bumper dent free. Cool. It's the best protection for your vehicle, new or pre-owned. Great. But where do I order? WeatherTech.com.
This is how you make crispy Korean fried chicken.
Wi-Fi speeds as fast as home, even when you're on the go.
Cars rolling off. CW Sports welcomes you back live to Las Vegas Motor Speedway, qualifying earlier today for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. All junior motorsports front row for an 8th time this year.
It is, and there's 6 playoff drivers in the top 10 today. But I want you to keep an eye on row 2. Eric Almirola and Brandon Jones.
Colorado fans stormed the field. I saw that Penn State lost again, which is fucking crazy. They suck. Who's their coach? James Franklin? He needs to go.
Drivers here, Sammy Smith and Sam Mayer. But if you're looking for somebody, maybe a little bit of an underdog today, Adam, Ryan Sieg starts 14th, and he finished 2nd in this race.
They lost to, like, it was a shit team that they lost to also.
Daniel Hemrick back there. Now we go outside the top 20 when you look at the starting lineup. Look at row 13. Trevor Bain making his first start in a couple of years, driving the 24 for Sam Hunt. He's won on a 1.5 miles in his career, did so at Texas at 24th great last week with Kaz Gralla behind the wheel at the Charlotte Roval. And look at Austin Green. Speaking of last week, coming off a career best, he was 2nd last Saturday. We know what a good road racer he is, driving the 32 tonight. Rolls off next to Nick Lights in row 17. Getting close to the green flag here in Vegas.
He's out for the season. Well, that's rough.
Leading us off, Kim Kuhn. What do you have for us, Kim?
Well, Adam, Jamie just mentioned Ryan Sieg finishing runner-up in this race last year after battling A.J. Allmendinger for the win. The 39 has been strong on 1.5 miles and could be up in the mix today. Crew Chief Matt Noyes told me when the lights came on last year, they were the best car, and that's what they expect here tonight. He said the goal is
this race will turn into a night race.
Under daylight, but then the second half of this race, it is
towards the end of it. It'll be mostly a day race, but it will end at night.
For his first career Xfinity Series win, Dylan.
Again, the 00 team enters Las Vegas on the strength of the second best finishing average in the first round, but with the most points to make up at 13. Consistency at times this year has been a hallmark of this group, and a good first round gets you to this point, but now is the time to step up. Vegas was the first intermediate track that Sheldon drove a Haas factory car at earlier this year. The setups in the car have evolved. Crew Chief Jonathan Tony told me earlier today they've got these cars as good as they've been all year. And Sheldon told me before we spoke to him on the interview just a little bit ago that he feels really good about this. I think they're confident in the 00, and that first win may be as close as ever, and no better time to get it done than here tonight.
Sheldon Creed enters the round of 8, 13 below the playoff cut line. 2 out, starting 6 tonight. Jesse Love, here's 2 radio.
That's what stage guys be solid all day is all we ask for. We can do this. I feel like we have a really good car today. You got this. You run really good here. Let's make every decision count, okay? Yes, absolutely. Take care, be safe. Have a good day, lock in.
I'd say 2 radio pre-race this season undefeated. We hear from everybody there, the owner, the driver, and the crew chief. Pacing the field tonight, the Toyota GR Supra. Mentioned it all, Junior Motorsports front row. 8th time they've done it in the campaign. 12th career pole for Justin Allgaier. He takes the inside lane to his right. The man who's been red hot, the rookie, Connor Zilisch. Allgaier won here in the spring. Zilisch has been a up in the last 2.5 mile races this season.
Here we go.
We begin the round of 8. One of those playoff drivers wins today.
Green flags in the air. We are racing from Las Vegas. Focused Health 302 is underway.
See, Allgaier actually moved up in front of Connor as soon as he got cleared. Had that clean air around the bottom. The bottom, for some reason, in the spring race was even kind of the preferred lane, and we referenced that, Adam. And like normally the outside of these 1.5 miles is better than here.
I just feel like the momentum off the 2 in that outside lane is going to sling you forward, and it doesn't. Allgaier leads. Jones down low trying to get second, but Zilisch not going away in the 88.
Yeah, Justin Allgaier is going to lead the first lap. He is my win pick, by the way. Starts on pole.
As they enter into turn 1, Allgaier is committed to that white line. He said at the pre-race show, staying on that white line as far as he can around the corner. A lot of grip down there for the guys.
Zilisch to second, so teammates from JRN 1-2. Teammates racing for third. Eric Almirola, the 19, gets that third spot. Jones falling back, and here comes a non-playoff driver, Nick Sanchez, in that blue number 48.
Yeah, did you see Christian Eckes in the middle of 3 and 4? I don't think there was any contact, but he got extremely loose, and Taylor Gray was able to get inside of him.
We're about to have a replay of how the spring race ended.
Ooh, someone's got a tire up. That's Brandon Jones, I think.
In second, 19 down inside of Zilisch and trying to get that runner-up spot away.
And Connor's just wanted to have one lap around the bottom, kind of normal. As you see the 19 overdrove that corner intentionally, trying to clear the 88. Now he's going to slide up in front of him.
I thought we were going to see that crossover, 88 driving down low, but he just couldn't get there.
Yeah, it seemed like Connor maybe lost just a little bit of momentum right there.
Just saw the flash. Allgaier turned the fastest lap of the race, the Xfinity fastest lap. You see the purple stopwatch in our bumper. And you also see the 8 playoff drivers highlighted in blue. One of them wins today. Their name will be highlighted in green, signifying they have advanced to the championship 4. You referenced Eckes. Here he is, racing for position. Jesse Love in the 2. The 1 is Carson Quapple. 21 Austin Hill didn't advance in the playoffs, but he is always good on the 1.5 miles.
You know, look how committed everybody is to the bottom right now. I'm hoping that as the tires start to wear off, we saw in the second half, maybe only 2 seconds of fall off at the end of practice, that guys will start having to search around, trying to find some grip. We know that the preferred lane is around the bottom when there's a lot of grip, but we're going to hope that this track can widen out just a little bit.
Sieg got out of line, tried to get a spot away from Quapple. Looked like it almost got away from him in the 39. Let's go look back and look at the start of this race.
Have a little bit of a stack up right there. You see some of those guys having to jump out of line. Shouldn't be any issues with this. They all got back in line. They want you to stay in line until you get to the start-finish line before you can pull out. But a bit of an accordion effect right there.
One of the drivers in the middle of that, playoff driver Sammy Smith. And if you go back to this race a year ago in the playoffs, it was a restart where things got stacked up, tore up the nose of his race car, and really took him out of contention. Smith not great in qualifying today, back in the 18th spot right now. The worst of those still alive for the championship.
Jones fading just a little bit here. He looked good in practice, seemed optimistic about his car, but just doesn't have the grip that he needs. He's racing his teammate Taylor Gray right there. Ooh, sliding up in front of him.
It's the Toyota onboard. Brandon Jones back to 5th. Gray slides to the 6th position after going by his teammate. They're going back and forth here for that spot. And that next car you see sneaking in, Christian Eckes, is one here in the Truck Series. Didn't make the playoffs as a rookie, but he circled this event saying, I know I can get it done. It's always been one of his better racetracks. And Jesse Love pulls out of line with him. Looked like the 2 was going to make it 3 wide into the corner. He thinks better of it.
Yeah, Jesse Love had an incredible qualifying lap going and missed 3 and 4. As you see, he gets to the
Eckes just looks all over the place.
Taylor Gray going to get a push maybe from his teammate right there behind on the apron. think both those RCR cars are going to be good. I thought Love was a little better in practice. Heard that pep talk. I'm with you. I love hearing RC get on the radio. Danny Stockman, his crew chief. These guys are committed and they're hungry.
I love the respect when you talk about Danny Stockman, the crew chief, who's a veteran, and the young driver Jesse Love. Second year from California, both seasons he's qualified for the round of 8. Man, he put that left run on the white line, and that Chevrolet was dancing a bit. But Love is up to 6th in the running order.
One thing pretty encouraging right here, you see Eckes on the outside of Austin Hill. It's not just totally dominant down to 3 and 4. It seemed like Eckes was able to get a little bit of momentum. You see Carson Quaffle, that number 1 Bass Pro car, right behind them, running just a little bit higher as well. Hopefully they can get that worked in.
Our focus has been in the top 10, but Sheldon Creed going in the wrong direction. 00 is falling to 20th. Here's their team radio.
Sheldon's lost 10 spots.
For whatever reason, I'm just super on top of the racetrack. We'll keep working on it.
So what he's referencing right there is just no grip. Like when you say you're on top of the track, you just, when your car's in the track, you feel like you have a lot of grip and control. He just, you know, they've got a baseline from what they had in practice, and he thinks the grip level has just dropped off significantly. The lap times are quite a bit slower, so I would assume everybody's feeling that, and on top of that, in that dirty air, just no grip, as you see. Got a little battle right here for second.
Almirola about got there earlier. Then he lost that spot, now back underneath the 88. These two going back and forth. This has been good stuff watching them race behind Justin Allgaier. About a second behind the race leader is this duo going for the runner-up spot.
Yeah, the one thing, if you go back, look at Allgaier actually searching around a little bit in the middle of the racetrack in 3 and 4. Has a little bit of room, breathing room right there. He's either just searching for grip to see if he can find something better, or his car does not feel good on the bottom of that end. So he's just, you know, trying to find where he can create the best lap time. Really not any quicker than Zillich, who's in second right now. They're all searching around trying to find it.
Just over 10 laps in here in Las Vegas. Justin Allgaier started on the pole, and he's been the man in charge. And this move was key for Allgaier to get ahead of the curve and take the top spot. The reigning champ has his eyes on a return trip to the championship 4. 7 in command.
Men, get ahead of your curve with a bump. Explore Peyronie's disease treatments at GetSomebody4PD.com.
It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good.
Vacations will never be the same. Welcome to the 4 parks of Universal Orlando Resort.
Olive Garden's never-ending pasta bowl is back. So first round, get a favorite. Your go-to. Second round, be braver, bolder. Have what she's having, what he's having. Get that third round of breadsticks. Go for a hot take on our new spicy 3-meat sauce. You know, throw some spaghetti at the wall, see what sticks. And try it all with our never-ending first course. Never-ending pasta bowl, starting at $13.99. Back for a limited time.
And Doug.
Imagine if we could tell everyone here that Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds. Leave him! It's a mascot!
Oh, what's this? A fan has run out onto the field and he's not wearing pants. Do birds need pants?
Leave him!
And the control room censored it.
Oh, only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
There's a method to all this motorsports madness. A reason we do all this shifting, launching, and battling over a bottle of champagne. We harness this and put it in that so you can feel like this. Now you're up to speed. You in?
So how did these three end up in this Vegas speakeasy with a story no one will believe? It began with ringside seats from BetMGM. That meant anything was possible. Like chatting with this guy, not that guy, this guy, who knew another guy who gave them a password that led down here, through here, and along here. Oh, not here. And helped them open this door. Actually a bookcase with a hostess named Jules and an epic spot. Make it a night where anything can happen. BetMGM. Make it legendary.
You better get
What's
ready.
up, Andy? How you doing?
NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Earlier this afternoon,
There's
Ellie
one
made a
thing
vid
for sure.
by the 2-car.
There's no going back. No going back to that place.
No, I don't think Jesse Love wins tonight.
Back to that time when you didn't know the full weight of a trophy that changes everything. No going back to a world where your name wasn't followed immediately by champions. The NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs, only on the CW.
To celebrate the playoffs and having our first full year of NASCAR on the CW, we're giving away boxes of NASCAR trading cards courtesy of Panini. Scan the QR code to enter. I have a few.
We gotta get you your own card.
Oh, you think I'm
thinking in the position you're in right here? Arms crossed. I'm gonna take the microphone on.
The market for that would be huge. I know Sam Mayer's got one. Let's check in there. Playoff driver in the 15th position, Kim.
Yeah, and coming into this race, Sam was really optimistic. Then after practice, talked to him, and maybe he lost a little bit of that confidence, but there might be bigger issues for the 41 team. Take a listen to the most frequent radio.
Losing oil pressure. Sam is 250. Oil late is flashing at me. And it's losing a little bit of cylinder. Sam is 300. I can't see pressure.
So losing both oil pressure and voltage, Jamie, how concerned would you be only 20 laps into this race if you were getting that from your driver?
Well, really concerned. I thought I heard him say the oil temp was hot. I didn't hear the voltage. The pressure dropping. I mean, gosh, normally you either have oil pressure or you don't. His lap times obviously aren't the fastest, but it's not like he's crawling out there right now. So I think your hope as a crew chief is that there's just a gauge that's malfunctioning. And that is a possibility. We've seen that happen more than once this year.
Saw Zilich go back and forth for second with Almirola. He might lose the third position to his best buddy, Jesse Love, driving to the front, up to third now.
Mark's fast today.
Yes, he is.
Been watching him, been able to make the bottom work. He's passed some cars here. Obviously, he didn't have the qualifying lap he wanted. A really good 1 and 2, missed it in 3 and 4. But look at the 2-car. I mean, the left front fender is below the white line. That car is moved up right now.
Here's what I would say about him, too. If you go back to the spring, he finished third, and he did that after they had a penalty for an uncontrolled tire. So the finish, even though he was third, really didn't show off how good they were in that race. And he's able to complete the pass.
I can tell you, when you pass the 88 this year and drive away, things are going your way, for sure. The 88's been the best car we've known the last 17 weeks.
And when Zilich is running outside the top 2, you're like,
the world's coming to them.
The sky is falling. Here's their team radio as Brandon Jones goes knocking on the door.
Holy, it's crazy. We're pretty gutsy here, so got to stay safe and fix up every once in a while.
Caution. Caution is out for the first time today. It's debris.
That was focused on that. This comes at an interesting time on how you manage the race. You get it 24 laps in, 21 laps to go in the stage. Might be a little early to flip it. And you got 4 sets of tires laying, but you want to make sure you got a couple of sets of tire stickers in the pit area for that final stage. So, someone might be willing to gamble here and come down and get a set of tires, maybe come down, put on no tires, go fuel and an adjustment, but giving up a set of tires midway through the stage, would be
long race.
If we see someone up front do that.
Yeah, it'd be tough to do especially if one of these playoff guys. Make sure you've got what you need for the end of this. I couldn't tell what that was. It was fairly large on the backstretch, but it was hard to make out if it was a race or exactly what was laying on the track over there.
I saw that surface a couple of times on one of our other monitors, so I knew that NASCAR was keeping an eye on it, and eventually they felt like they needed to throw the caution for that debris on track.
See, the pits were open. Nobody yet. Any takers? It's looking pretty lonely down there. Double zero definitely needs, Sheldon Creed, it's a good time.
Sheldon's
Even if they
pinning.
don't put their tires on, they can come in, if anything, you can just see if if you have a tire going soft.
They had fallen outside the top 25. Here's the double zero, Dylan.
Was that Harrison Burton also?
Sheldon had come on the radio and just revalidated their concerns about being on top of the racetrack. Said he was super loose and just having to basically creep around the bottom.
Oh, who else
they're
pitted?
not going to change tires, but Jonathan Tony, the crew chief, said they're going to make a big swing at it, wedge and track bar there to just try to help the double zero at least stay on the lead lap here. I think that was the biggest concern there under green, is they were maybe going to be in danger of losing a lap. So hopefully these adjustments will help.
Caution, perhaps a bailout for Sheldon Creed, one of our playoff drivers, off to a slow start. No issues for the reigning champ. Been a strong outing so far for number 2. These are the faces that you need to know. All of them entered today, believing they are the one that will celebrate in 3 weeks on the big stage in Phoenix.
Okay, let's rewind. A freak hailstorm hit, cracking this group's windshield and causing the night to take an unexpected turn. Inside, they were greeted by Edna's warm welcome, a blank stare, be cool guys, and a TV showing football that no one wanted to change, ever. So they pulled out the BetMGM app and put together a live parlay. But what would the fourth leg be? Bingo. New York. Soon the whole bar was pulling for that parlay. Make it a place you'll never forget. BetMGM Sportsbook. Make it legendary.
Olive Garden's never-ending pasta bowl is back. So first round, get a favorite. Your go-to. Second round, be braver, bolder. Have what she's having, what he's having. Get that third round of breadsticks. Go for a hot take on our new spicy 3-meat sauce. You know, throw some spaghetti at the wall, see what sticks. And try it all with our never-ending first course. Never-ending pasta bowl, starting at $13.99. Back for a limited time.
For pain in multiple spots like here, here, or here, Salon Pass patches stick firmly and remove comfortably once your pain is gone. Salon Pass. It's good medicine.
Wish someone would invent an easier way to put on your boots? Skechers has. With new premium, cozy, hands-free Skechers slip-ins boots. You just step in and go. You don't struggle to pull them on. You don't even touch them. Go hands-free with new premium, cozy Skechers slip-ins boots.
When you think work, you think boots. You think boots, you think ending the day with the same number of toes you started with. Because you're thinking heavy equipment. You think heavy equipment, you think construction. You think construction, you think welding, torching, and hammering without the smashing, puncturing, and scorching. Now you're thinking on your feet. And when you think feet, you're thinking boots. You think boots, you're thinking Ariat. You can get this fixed now and pay later. You can get this fixed now.
Yeah, it was about a 12-minute, 51-second green flag run to start the race.
Pay later and 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Still got time left in the stage.
There's a reason we do all this shifting, launching, and battling over a bottle of champagne. We harness this and put it in that so you can feel like this. Now you're up to speed. You in?
We are getting ready to crown the champion.
Championship weekend is coming back to the desert.
Let's get this party started.
4 title races in 3 days means there will be a buzz in the air all weekend long. Whether from the grandstands, the infield experience, or the hillside, this is your chance to witness history and make championship caliber memories for the whole family. NASCAR Championship Weekend at Phoenix Raceway. Get your tickets now at phoenixraceway.com.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Progressive. Save when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com. Toyota, let's go places. And by Credit One Bank, NASCAR American Express Car. You know, we did practice and qualifying earlier. Temperature was 85 degrees. If you just look, it's a beautiful Saturday in Las Vegas, but it is wind.
Unless you have a hat on. The wind is gusting. I mean, it's blowing 18.5 miles per hour right down the backstretch, gusting up to 30. You see that flag. Drivers can see that as they exit the corner. But what happens is it makes you loose into 3 because you have a tailwind, but it makes your car feel really good in 1. And it messes with you in the car because your car feels so stuck in turns 1 and 2. You then overdrive turn 3.
Ready for the restart. The field is set for the Echo Park restart zone. Echo Park Automotive.
All right.
Car buying is easy.
Here we go.
Better and
Back
happier.
green.
Allgaier, the control car, inside of Corolla.
I think the guy we got to watch is who's right behind Allgaier. Jesse Love, you see right there. Is he going to make it 3 wide? He is.
As soon as they got that start-finish line, he said, I'm pulling out a line, and there he goes.
Yeah, and a lot of times that won't work.
Here comes Almirola for the lead. On the outside.
Able to clear him right here.
Oof.
As they go down the backstretch. No, Love's still inside of him right there. Tell you the 2-car. Oh, he got loose a little bit right there. He's able to stay on the bottom. Almirola outside lane, gonna slide down, take the race lead.
Zillage right there as well.
Yeah.
Crossing over at the start-finish line, 88 is.
A little bit of blocking going on for the 2, and the 88 gets inside of him. Jesse Love, I think, needs to be on the bottom. That's where his car has looked the best. You see Allgaier's right behind him. Right at that bottom, gonna get to his inside. It's one of those things, if he just could have cleared the 19, the difference this would have made.
It's just a reminder of how big momentum is on a restart at one of these mile-and-a-half racetracks. You gotta have it.
Well, you almost wonder, should the 2 have saved doing that, right? Because the next time we have a restart, all of his spotters, if the 2's behind him, is going to remind him, he hung the 7 out, he'll probably do it to you too.
The other side of that is, though, you know, you're 20 laps, maybe just outside of 15 laps to go to the stage when you get the restart. If you can get the lead, get the clean air, win a stage, you control the race.
Yeah, get it.
When it doesn't work out, right, it's the other side of the equation, as you said. Ryan Sieg continues the climb, 39 up inside the top 5.
Wow, what a run for him. We talked about ran second here a year ago, probably had the best car at the end. Allmendinger was able to get the win. But the 39, we've had high expectations for him all year long.
Talk about momentum, and it was in the middle of a green flag run when Sieg had all that momentum last fall in this race. Almost got around Allmendinger. Couldn't quite complete the pass. Allmendinger goes on to win the race. Sieg was second, one of his 5 career runner-up finishes. Eckes having a good day. Sanchez has drifted a bit since he had that early pop-up inside the top 5. And Sam Mayer, I mean, not having a great start to this race, but here he is in the top 10. He wants those stage points.
So the one thing that could be happening, and I've had this happen before, is when you have these massive wins and you get that big gust of wind, like down the front stretch, it will bog the engine down. You think about it, it's a 30-mile-per-hour wind. That changes the pitch of the engine. Maybe the fact that if that gauge is messing up, and listen, there's a lot of mental games that happen in a race car. They know how much is on the line, how important this race is, to make it to the championship. So maybe a little bit of frustration, but it looks to me, he's up to 9th. That engine seems to be running right now.
When you look at the impact of the points on where they're running, Zillage at plus 80, Allgaier at plus 45. Both came in a really good spot, and they've only helped themselves as we hit now 12 laps to go on the stage. Eric Almirola is leading. He led 51 laps here in the spring, won a stage, was second to Allgaier. I'll tell you what, though, this could be a fun race to the end of the stage because Connor Zillage is hanging right there, and they've already had a good battle earlier racing for second.
He is, and the one thing that I want you to watch is Connor Zillage is behind him, is if he can stay a little bit lower, further around the corner. Now, Zillage is going to choose to run the middle through here, try to miss the bump, see if he can generate a little bit of momentum. But what I saw the last time they went through 3 and 4, is Connor was able to run just a little bit lower, longer around the corner. And that's just something that, as you sit and watch, that car's handling better because of that. See both of them get down on the line. You see how Connor's just that little bit lower right there? It can make a big difference in momentum down the front stretch.
You can look at all the stats you want, and you know right away, Zillage is really good. The one most impressive trait to me for him in his rookie season, the ability to improve as the race goes on.
Absolutely. Now, Eric Almirola saw what happened the last lap. Connor ran through the middle. Eric's changing it up a little bit, decided to run that line. Connor had to make a quick decision. Looked like he almost missed the bottom that last time through there. See both of them run the bottom again. Connor, once again, though, just a little bit lower. It takes a lap or two at him to get that momentum built up in order to generate the pass.
3 playoff drivers inside the top 5. Almirola, part of the Owners' Championship, is leading. Talked about Ryan Sieg. Can't say enough about the day from Christian Eckes in 6th. Austin Hill up there as well. Sam Mayer has climbed to 8th. Every position he gets is big as we talk about stage points, and we'll pay him out in what will be 8 laps to go this time around as we look toward
to go on the stage.
The other thing that's sticking out to me is I know Jesse Love almost got to the lead. on that restart. Fell back to fourth. You see him top of your screen behind Allgaier. If this race will stay green, it looks to me like the 2 car is the best car on the long run. If we can get a long run like we had in March, that'll pay big dividends for the 2 car.
I just think this race is so hard because practice is middle of the day. You race late afternoon into the evening. Track is changing, that long run. I mean, this is a tough day for everybody. Carson Quapple, 11th.
Oh, these two have been going at it for a while. They were 3 wide a little bit ago, as you see. 25 sneaking underneath the 18 right there.
Williams College in the 18. DNF here in the spring, wrecked on the opening lap. Saw Harrison Burton there and got a payoff that he announced this week he will not return to AM racing in 2026. Should know pretty soon what his future plans hold, but we know he will not be back driving that 25. Such a great job by him this year getting them into the playoffs.
There you go, Jesse Love. I talked about it. Really good on the long run. You see, able to run. Gosh, he can run so low on the racetrack. And Allgaier mentioned in the pre-race show that was the key here in March of him being able to win, is just run lower, longer than all these guys. I think Jesse's car is a little bit loose, so that's why he can run the bottom, but he tends to get loose in these situations right here with the car to his outside. I think he looks a little bit better in turns 3 and 4 than he does 1 and 2. See if he can clear Justin. Justin's going to race him hard, knowing that getting down to the end of the stage, just 6 laps to go.
So tight, almost contact as they hit turn 3. Love able to make the pass. 2 car up to 3rd. Let's get a report. Brandon Jones, playoff driver, back in 18th, Dylan.
Yeah, we'll give you a Toyota driver update on the 20, who has just hemorrhaged spots here after this restart. He was tight on the first run, and when they fired off, it seems to have just gotten worse. He said on throttle, it just does not turn. And this is not what they wanted. It's one of the teams that really had this one circled as one that wasn't a must-win, but they had to have a good day, had to capitalize on the strength of the mile-and-a-half program. One of those goals was stage points. They were in a position at the end of that first yellow to get some. They were up front in the top 5, and since then have dropped from 3rd, basically, or 6th, I guess, where they restarted, to now 18th. So they're going to have to take a big swing at this 20 car here to try to get the balance back in the right direction and kind of salvage a decent day.
And he's lost 15 spots. The one thing I would say that helps Jones, there's only 4 playoff drivers inside the top 10 and in a position to get stage points. So while you might not get one, there's some other guys that aren't getting them either. And maybe at the end of the day, that math all helps you out.
The other thing that you got to keep in mind for all of these guys is if your car's not good right now, this race is going to go into dark, and the balance is going to change for all these guys. They're going to have to keep up with it. The track tends to get freer. That might help someone like the 20.
Sun will set in an hour, and not only will the track change, these drivers are going to have to deal with the sun going down. Your Sammy Smith radio scored 18th right now as he goes around Jones.
There's no power. Like, I don't know what the problem is. I've got to have a problem. Like, I'm getting pulled. I mean, just not on the gas hard enough. I mean, I feel like I'm just feet grip right now. So they're going to make a swing at it here.
Gotta think that's the win, right? To have 2 guys saying the same thing, and his reference was more that it seemed like he was getting pulled on the straightaway, but maybe it's the guys getting a little bit of draft. But to hear 2 people say that and knowing that the wind's gusting up to 35 miles per hour at them, I gotta think that's what they're feeling in the car.
I just think about the start to the round of 12 versus the start to the round of 8. By this time at Bristol, he was already done for the evening, so he's way ahead of the curve right now when you consider the results of the first race in each round so far.
I also laughed at that because we heard Sammy talk to the crew chief spotter, and then we heard just the crew chief and spotter, and he's like, no, he's just got to get on the gas. I was like, Sammy doesn't want to hear that.
Final lap, stage 1.
Final lap.
Out here. Eric
Final lap of stage.
Won a stage here in the spring, as we said. Strong race car. Joe Gibbs Racing has won here on 4 different occasions. And it was a Joe Gibbs Racing Junior Motorsports.
And Eric Almirola
19 gets the
will win stage 1 at Las Vegas.
Who came in 57 points above the cut line. He will pad that. Love with a great start. Allgaier in the top 5. Ryan Sieg there as well. Only other playoff driver to get points, Sam Mayer, who was
a little bit under a 10-minute green flag run.
Caution of the day is we wrap stage 1 in this round of 8. Ball begins here at Las Vegas. Next Saturday, we're at Talladega. And we introduce you to the championship 4 in 2 weeks' time in Martinsville, Virginia. Glad you're with us here on CW.
We have about a 10-minute green flag run to end stage 1. We'll get ready for stage 2 here.
Overwhelm your mind.
We got pizza.
Sometimes depressive lows
And they're still on the way to pick it up.
can make it hard to get out of your head. Finding relief may help you break through. Ask about Vraylar. Some medicines only treat the lows or highs. Vraylar treats depressive, acute manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults. Proven full-spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms.
Not for elderly with dementia-related psychosis due to increased risk of death or stroke. Report changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts to your doctor. Antidepressants may increase these in those under 25. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may not go away. High blood sugar may lead to coma or death. Weight gain and high cholesterol may occur. Difficulty moving, uncontrolled movements, tremors, feeling like you need to move, sleepiness, nausea, vomiting, and indigestion are common. Side effects may not appear for weeks.
Vraylar, right through to relief. Ask about Vraylar.
You know what's crazy? We're getting breakfast and none of us are morning people.
I blame it on the bacon.
I concur.
Cheers. Concur.
I know, right?
Sounds good in my mouth. Concur.
I read it in a book.
NLDS Game 5 is underway.
When my
They
doctor
are
gave me
headed to the bottom of the first.
COPD, I noticed things
Still a
changed.
scoreless ball game. That's
Breast
Cubs and
better
Brewers.
breathing
Winner
started
take all
within 5
game.
minutes. It
Whoever
also
wins
reduced
this goes on to play
Breztri won't replace
the
a respiratory inhaler for
Dodgers.
sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure.
If
before
the
taking it.
Brewers win, they have home field
Breztri
advantage.
may
But if the
increase
Cubs
your
win,
risk
the
of pneumonia
Dodgers
and
have
osteoporosis.
home
Call your
field
doctor if
advantage.
worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision
Who's
changes,
Bacon
or
Man?
eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about breast.
Me? Am I Bacon Man?
Successful shindig doesn't have
Or, oh no, Almirola is Bacon Man. That's right. I forgot about that. I forgot about the Bacon Man. It's a damn shame that he ever went away from that.
Become a member who knows better with Walmart Plus.
Back to the game I love. It's great to be able to keep up with the guys again. It's why I wanted more for my symptomatic obstructive HCM. So I asked my cardiologist about Camzyos. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved, and I can be more active now. It's a difference I can feel, and they can see. And she can too.
Camzyos works by targeting what's causing OHCM, and it's proven to reduce obstruction in the heart 4 times more. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking Camzyos, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy. Camzyos, first in its class to treat symptomatic OHCM.
It's great to be playing again. Ask your cardiologist about Camzyos.
CW Sports
Jackson, the
coverage of
Cheerio Man, is up to
Xfinity
bat.
Series is brought
Love
to you
that.
by Progressive. Save when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle insurance. Visit progressive.com. Toyota, let's go places. And by Golden
Send something in Discord.
Golden Corral honors our nation's heroes. Stage 1 complete. NASCAR Xfinity Series at Las Vegas. Out Eric Almirola out front in that first stint of
The
our
fuck?
event this evening. This reminder, the CW Wednesday, a News Nation
That's weird.
primetime event live from
$10? That
honestly
looks like it'd be fun.
Chris Cuomo, Stephen A. Smith, and Bill O'Reilly. 3 unique perspectives, one stage, and a nationwide conversation. Cuomo live from the Kennedy Center, the News Nation Town Hall, Wednesday, 8/7 Central. It's on the CW.
That will be interesting.
It will be.
That will be good.
Let's look at stage points from our first run tonight. These are the playoff drivers and where they rank. 4 got a goose egg. Connor Zilic got some points, quite honestly, he didn't need. But here's what I would say. Only one driver is guaranteed to point their
Yeah, I
way
saw it.
to Phoenix.
That thing looks
With
cool.
that, you keep an eye on Zilic and Allgaier. And if one of them is not going to be able to win in the next few weeks, their margin between the two could be something we talk about. Both getting significant stage points here. And a good comeback for Sam Mayer to earn 3 stage points.
Yeah, Mayer thought he had that issue, recovered, and was able to get 3 points. That's huge.
Playoff anxiety, you know what I mean? He thought
It
something's
is.
wrong there. I'll push the panic button. Everything's going to be just fine. For Progressive Pit Road is open. Almirola leading them down. Zilich, Love, Allgaier, Ryan Sieg, your top 5. Who's going to be in control as we begin stage 2? Here they are.
Eric Almirola finished second here in the spring, hoping to best that today by one spot. Take home the trophy. He said, though, it was better that run after being way too loose the front, so they will not make any major adjustments. Jesse Love, the goal is being balanced really good. He said, smooth. They'll put on fresh tires, Snowco fuel, no adjustments from Danny Stockman. And then finally, Connor Zilich at the bottom, he said, the car is scary, mainly because of the wind. Needs lateral grip. Said he's sideways entering turn 3, but he does not want it to be any looser.
Race off Progressive Pit Road. Whoa, how about that? They're getting it done everywhere. Yes. +2 for Love. Almirola falls to second. You know, the RCR teams do great because Hill goes +3. Zilich lost a couple. Allgaier falls to 5th. Restart for our second stage. When we come back, Jesse Love will be in charge.
When my doctor gave me Breztri for my COPD, things changed for me. The Breztri gave me better breathing, symptom improvement, and reduced flare-ups.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
Ooh, okay, Big Wheels.
We see you, Mike.
Oh, you mean my beautiful new ride? Well, with Progressive Name Your Price tool, I went and found the right auto insurance rate for me. You know this thing can traverse any terrain.
Terrain? No, that's not what you call in your auntie's driveway.
Oh.
Some things you can handle, like finding auto insurance coverage that's right for you with Progressive's Name Your Price tool.
Wait, what happened to the poop?
Oh, well, you know, I think it disappeared with his hairline. Handling what your loved ones say about you. Not so much.
Tuesday. NXT on the CW means all eyes are on the prize. Oh yeah, man. It's time to go to work. As a can't-miss battle royal determines who gets a shot at JC James' NXT Women's Championship. NXT, are you ready for this?
Who's walking out? #1 contender to the NXT Women's Championship.
NXT, all new this Tuesday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
Fall in New York State is unforgettable. From breathtaking views in every hue to adventure around every corner. It's the perfect place to get away.
Booker T gets hyped.
But don't just take our word for it.
I don't know who Booker T is.
Come and see it for yourself. New York State, everything you love. Plan your next trip at iloveny.com.
When Shep Family Funeral Home built their facility on Cazenovia Road, we decided it would be convenient for all our friends to find. So many people have a hard time getting around. The entire funeral home is one level, not one step. It worked out so well when my husband died. Everyone was able to say goodbye. Shep Family Funeral Home, helping your family step by step through the process.
Shep Family Funeral Homes, traditionally fine service and facilities within the means of all.
Getting ready for stage 2 at Las Vegas. Whelen caution lights are on. Whelen, the official warning lights of NASCAR and America's most trusted manufacturer of emergency lights and sirens. Jesse Love's got a fast race car, got a fast pit crew as well. He's in charge of the field as we get set for this second stage. Here's their team radio.
Outside, watch yourself here. You're clear. Class 2 red, don't speed. We got a fine house. Yeah, baby! Hell yeah, Derb.
A little excited there, and I like it, Adam.
I just wish we could have, worked in a little Richard Childress there. You know what I mean?
That would have been perfect.
To bring us all.
That man hitting the vape.
I also like the fact that Jesse
Bro,
and his teammate Austin
Jesse loves
did
crew
the
chiefs hitting the
song
vape. Fucking love
Jesse
that.
make it 3 wide on Allgaier. I think Hill, knowing what Jesse has on the line, even though he wants to win the race, I think he'll be a little nice here to teammates, see if he can get him pushed out front.
Control cars taking the inside lane every time today. Here comes Love. And Almirola headed the
Green flag. Stage 2's underway.
Stage 2 underway in Vegas.
My food's gonna arrive at the most inconvenient time.
We saw the 19 get a huge run through 3 and 4 last time. He's not going to be able to. Still side by side down the backstretch. Oh, he's right on his door. It's got to make that 2 car so loose. Gives him a little room here through the middle. Love is working that white line. Almirola not going.
Great side-by-side racing here.
Look at him side draft, both of them. Look at Zilich getting the run. Looked outside. Just play a huge factor in the 19. If he can give him a push here down the backstretch, they're going to have the momentum.
I think Zilich wants to push him out there and then drive by him. Almirola gets the top spot. An assist from the 88 of Connor Zilich.
Look at the 88 go through the middle of the corner right there. It looked like the 2 had him cleared. Connor gassed it up, was able to have that speed.
Almirola slides down in front of Love.
You got to think that we talked about the inside. That's where the leaders chose each time, but the outside's got the lead. I want to remember
Almirola has the lead again.
We get a restart.
Like you, though, I feel like, who's behind me on a restart can play such a big
There's contact.
Zilich and Love, the 2 best buddies, getting together, racing for second.
Connor all over the back of Jesse Love right here, just trying to get him cleared.
Austin Hill hanging around in 4th. Sam Mayer in the top 5.
A little bit of this is just side drafting. These guys both see Connor moving down, trying to slow down the progress of the 2. The 2's moving up, doing the same thing. You want to have that momentum on the entry to the corner. Hopefully you can drive in just a little bit deeper and clear that car on the outside.
How about Allgaier lost a spot on pit road, back to 6, trying to get it back inside of Mayer for a spot.
Didn't have the restart that he needed, but again, you see 7 just working that line, able to exit a little bit lower, gets that car tight right in front of him.
And this stage a little bit shorter after everything cycles through with the pit stop, so the run not quite as long. The aggression will be on high.
Like Sam got really tight on the exit of 2 as Eckes gets to his inside. Oh, the 39 gets loose inside of him.
And that's what you talked about. You got to be aware of it, right? If you're in that inside lane, you can get sucked around. We've seen it so many times at this place.
Yeah, and all those guys are guarded. When you have someone on your outside, you're guarded down the straightaway, leading into the corner, knowing what you got to do later in the race. No one gives. Everyone gets on each other's doors.
88 radio riding 3rd right now. Here's Zilich and crew.
Bro, what the fuck?
Oh my god, that'd be the most frustrating thing ever. Is you're out there like trying to focus on what you're doing.
I remember one time, who was it? I don't even remember. I think it was Allgaier. It was just beep, 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 beep into his radio, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Could be somebody even in the trailer out of in the pits. They don't even
I'll be
know
right back.
that they're doing it. So at that moment, normally all the crew guys will throw their hands in the air, turn their radios off, and just let it be between the spotter and the driver.
Hey, let's drop back outside the top 15. Sheldon Creed right now finds himself 18th. I'd say ahead of schedule based on those early problems and the pit stop at that first yellow, Dylan.
Yeah, and they did make some changes again when they brought him down and took tires at the end of the first stage just to try to get him tightened up. Balance was still pretty free even after they took that big swing at it. So he at least got it better, and they told him on the radio, this is going to be a new car for you. We're going to reset here. Let's go to work. So he's done a good job. He's just inside the top 20 right now, but car seems to be a little bit better. Brandon Jones is another one, too, that we talked about. They had a tire going down on the right rear, which is why he dropped all those spots. So that explains the issues for the 20.
Jones, 14th right now, battle for the lead. Love right there with Almirola.
We said this, early in the last stage, if you get a little bit of a longer run, doesn't look like the 2-car has the short run speed, but his long run speed it's the best of anybody today. And the trend in this race is to get some longer runs. You see him trying to work some different lines, a little higher on entry. Look at how low he is. Get that fender all the way below the white line. A lot of grip down there for him.
Getting some of those shots looking down the back straightaway, sun going down. And what kind of a factor will that be for all these drivers as it sits lower and lower behind the grandstands and halts your visibility coming off of turn 4. Boy, Love is just dogging Almirola here.
Yeah, he's got to get to his inside off of 2 so they can cut drag race, down the backstretch, because the 19's running the bottom, which is obviously where Jesse needs to be. You see Jesse working his hands back and forth inside of the car. You just lose so much grip when you're directly behind someone. On this end of the track, the 19's been running a lane up, which has left Jesse the bottom, which has been, see, now he changed it up again. That's what you do. If you're the leader, you just don't do the same thing over and over again. It's not just that you're trying to find where your car is the best, but you screw up the guy behind you. Even if it's not the better lane for you, kind of throw that guy off of where he's going to run. It does seem like the bottom is dominant in 3 and 4.
The other thought I would wonder about here, Jamie, is if you're Jesse Love, you've got a 1 second advantage over third place Connor Zillage. And what kind of opportunities does that provide to experiment, knowing that you're out in front of the guy in third, and if you lose a little ground to the leader, it's not going to be the end of the world. There you see that, son. And starting to get a glimpse of that.
Yeah, and this reminds me so much of the race we saw in March with Allgaier and Almirola, where it looked like the guy in second was quicker, but it's hard to get the speed generated without the top coming in at these tracks and get the pass. Eric's just kind of going where he thinks Jesse needs to be. I'd love to see Jesse try to run high and see if he can make any momentum up, but it just seems like the bottom is where he wants to be, and that's where there you go, right there. See, he moved up. See if he can generate any type of a run. I think you almost got to carry that further around the corner, though. Like you're slowing down and getting pointed, and it's not able to carry momentum like that.
5 playoff drivers inside the top 10. Carson Quapple up to 9th. He didn't get stage points in that opening stage. Just about halfway through stage 2 is Almirola in front of Love.
Okay, your home, auto, and business vehicle are all protected with Progressive.
Nice. It gets a bit overwhelming running a business and a family. Ooh, sounds like someone could use a vacation.
A what? A vacation. Like taking a break from the stresses of life and work.
Oh, like when I'm logging everyone's hours so I get to sit for a while.
No.
Oh, like when I'm making a delivery in my van and a song comes on that I like.
No.
So like when I take my work van to the car wash and it's all quiet in that tunnel for like 5 minutes.
No, it's like when you go away and you take pictures and, I don't know, I've never been on one either.
Dinner time is going to be easy tonight. Wings to go for game time.
They say patience is a virtue. I say game's on in 15 minutes.
Which is why we got to go. It's to go time. I'll go start the car.
Ever wonder how NASCAR Cup Series playoffs work? Outlast the pack, finish first among the championship 4, and you're doing donuts in victory lane. Now you're up to speed. You in?
It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good.
Vacations will never be the same. Welcome to the 4 parks of Universal Orlando Resort.
Sarah Benzino, Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What did she call Harper?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body LLC?
We actually sold the twins naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days. Here he comes.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
If you need a tan, I'm your man. We do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us. The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
How can you make a child smile? Well, let's see. You could tell them a joke, give them a gift, or maybe a little dance. But for some kids, a bigger smile takes a little more attention from locally trained surgeons, nurses, and specialists. So, how can you make a child smile? Scan or go online to learn more.
Tuesday on NXT, don't miss an all-out women's battle royale where the winner gets a shot at JC Jane in the NXT Women's Championship. Catch an all-new NXT Tuesday, 8/7 Central, right here on the CW. Great to have you with us on a Saturday night, Las Vegas Motor Speedway with Jamie McMurray. I'm Adam Alexander, Ken Kuhn, Dylan Welch, hanging out down on pit road. Carla Metz in the CW garage, 20 laps to go, second stage. Almirola trying to get the sweep, a half a second in front of Jesse Love, Zilich, and Allgaier in the top 5 as well. And in 5th right now is Austin Hill. How about this battle between two veterans?
See again, just doing that side draft. Austin Hill trying to slow the momentum down. Justin's just trying to take his natural arc into the corner. We've seen that 2 or 3 times tonight of guys side drafting down the back stretch. Let's hear what Allgaier had to say.
Good work there, good patience. You can only block for so long being a dude, sure. Yeah, you were very patient there. All right, let's take off and go.
A little frustration there from the 7. Maybe making a light of it as well, but I think he was aggravated with Austin doing a little blocking.
I just love that happens. You and I are on the chip watching it. And Eddie DeHaan, who's got, fully invested in this team winning a championship and just steady as can be, right?
Boy, yeah, see alive. Come on, wake up.
Now, Jim Holt, although I think his stress level's gone down a little bit this year after winning a championship, he'll get animated too.
Those guys are much more relaxed this year, without a doubt. And Justin referenced that after winning the championship. Such a good car at the start, got behind on that restart. It seems like that car doesn't fire off as well. Very similar to Jesse Love, and it's been a little harder to pass than what we've seen. And honestly, I feel like it was that way in March. I was hoping the Honda
I don't think it'll happen either, but yeah.
Maybe widen the racetrack out.
It would be outrage.
Bit, but it's just been bottom dominant all night long for almost all of these guys. The only people we see go to the top are the ones really struggling with handling. Everybody else right around the bottom.
Reference when we went to break a while ago, 5 playoff drivers in the top 10. Carson Quapple not getting stage points in that first run of the race, in position to get a point here. You know, we talked so much last week about Sammy Smith and Taylor Gray and that battle at the cut line. Carson Quapple barely sneaks through in his rookie campaign to the round of 8, Dylan.
Yeah, and in this rookie campaign, I talked to him this morning, and he said, look, 1.5 racetracks for me still are something that I'm a little uncomfortable with. I'm trying to learn, as a short track guy, you really generally only have 1 lane. So when you come to these big, fast racetracks where the corners are bigger and you've got a lot more options, he said, it's taken me some getting used to, but this place I feel really good at. They got a good restart to advance them into stage points positions, but now the message from Andrew Overstreet as crew chief is discipline, wrapping the bottom, being consistent, hitting the same marks lap after lap. Easier said than done, but now that they've kind of settled into some clean racetrack, that's the focus on the 1.
I think without a doubt, and I say this from experience, when you have a teammate that's having the success that Connor Zilich is having, especially with them both being a rookie, it makes what Carson's having a good season, but when Zilich is having a historical season, it beats you up. It beats your team up, and it's just hard, and I hate that for him. Because I don't think he has run that bad. Obviously, they want to get to victory lane, but the success that Connor has had makes it harder on those other teams.
I think it would be hard on Allgaier, and he's won a championship and one of the best drivers all time in the series.
Yep.
Much less a fellow rookie in Carson Quapple. And now we go back to this battle for the lead.
Well,
look out. Austin Hill hanging
Austin Hill having trouble.
He's right in 5th. The seat goes by.
He thinks
there's a tire going down.
That's the spotter saying we might have a tire going down. I think Austin just got on the apron, using it to turn the car just a little bit. Used just a little bit too much. You see Siege right behind me. Let's see if that plays any factor in this. No, you see that car? Look at that. What a save. Look at that.
Incredible. Sideways in the corner, gathers it up, and I realize they're spread out in the middle of this run, but he only loses 1 spot.
Well, and what happens when you start to correct
not
that?
putting there.
Like, especially hitting the apron like that, it's head on into the outside wall. So great.
Looks like he's back up to speed. I don't know what happened.
Hang on to that. Kim, what's he saying?
Yeah, nice save. Right before that, he said the car is absolutely not driving the same. He said it's so easy to snap loose. And he said after that, though, it'll jump tight very quickly. So disconnected that car is in terms of what it's doing as the sun continues to set here at Vegas.
Yeah, nightmare for a crew chief. You just want to have one problem. If you're tight, it's easy to free the car up. If the car's loose, it's easier to tighten it up. But when you fight 2 things, you just have to pick the bigger one. And sometimes they can try to adjust multiple things on the car, but really hard to be able to fix.
His teammate having no issues. I mean, Love has been so consistent in this race. And even if he's not able to get around Almirola and win the stage with what will be 10 to go, he just keeps putting more and more stage points in the bank, which is huge when you talk about trying to advance to the championship four.
Yeah, and I like seeing him just not run right behind Eric. Without a doubt, he's a little bit quicker than Eric is, but Eric
10 to go on the stage.
Bottom, and you see Jesse that last lap through 3 and 4 move up a lane, just trying to find a little bit of grip. Honestly, Adam, I think that it's going to become even more dominant as the sun goes down, because typically as the track gains grip, it's normally, you know, it'll migrate to the bottom when you go from a daytime to a nighttime race. So these guys are going to have great pit stops, execute great restarts, get what they can.
That's actually a cool playlist.
Like I say, if they can make that thing take off just a little bit better, I think on the long run, he's the best car. It's just he struggles just a little bit for those first 2 or 3 laps, and that's where he's lost the lead both times.
Yeah, but you took the words right out of my mouth. It really magnifies.
Game was tied 1-1.
Pit road as far as the importance there.
NLDS Game 5.
Those restarts,
Cubs Brewers.
You can go and grab a spot or two, Kim.
Yeah, Adam, both you and Jamie have mentioned restarts for the 2, and that's something that Crew Chief Danny Stockman harped on before the green flag even flew. Under the pace laps, he said, you have to focus on restarts all day long. He said, get you some, a very Danny Stockman phrase, but Jesse was so confident coming into this race. He told me he hit on some things on the sim, and the team has hit on some things overall on even intermediate. They felt like they had a contending car that could take the win here this evening, Dylan.
Sammy Smith felt that same way. Felt like in the spring they were good on the short run, so wanted to bring something back that was a little bit better on the long run. But it has been a uphill climb, to say the least, for Sammy Smith and that entire group, running in the 24th spot right now. The wind seems to be affecting their car maybe more than any other car. Sammy has come on the radio and said it feels like the wind is basically driving this car, and then out of nowhere, the last couple of laps, he said it's on the verge of wrecking. Feels like something's broke maybe. There's just zero rear grip. So the 8 car, another group that is going to have to take a big swing out here on these stage 2 stops and continue to scratch and claw, as they've done all playoffs, just to try to make something out of this day.
It's so hard to play from behind. They did it in the round of 12. Looks like that's going to be the situation for everyone in that 8 came in the round of 8 as well.
Yeah, and the 8 car's been off since they unloaded. He ran those first few laps of practice and thought it was on the splitter, and you could tell how mad it was by how animated Sammy was inside of the car. And you think back to Bristol, they had an engine issue early on. You mentioned it got behind. I would say tonight's even more frustrating for him, because it's you know, it's just about getting your car to handle, and they just have not had it since they unloaded today.
As we head toward the end of the stage, want to pay off a driver that's made up some ground here, and that's Nick Sanchez, speeding at the end of stage 1 when they made their pit stop, but he's already back up to 13th, staying in the game. You know, they had speed early, drifted a little bit, and then the speeding penalty, which exaggerated their problems, but he's been able to hang around, and there he is in the 48, just outside the top 10 as we hit 5 laps to go, stage 2.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive to be able to get by that many cars. We talk about seeing Nick's able to run middle of 1 and 2 right here. You got to think if his car feels good there, it's a little easier to pass when those guys are running right around the bottom. But you know, the affiliation that organization, that team has with RCR, and seeing how good Jesse Love is running. Well, look at that. I mean, right up against the wall.
That's
really,
right?
Yeah, well, I mean, it is, especially if he's able to make lap time up there. You would think the spotters be screaming that somebody's doing that. His lap times are okay. They're not near as good as what the leaders are running around the bottom. So I would say Nick is probably just searching at the end of this stage, feeling around, and doesn't think he's going to get those 2 guys, the few in front of him. So you just search around and see if you can figure something out for this final stage.
Yeah, he's 3 seconds in front of Gray behind him, so the door is really open for him to go out and experiment, try to find some speed. Happy to hear that he's going to be back at Big Machine for his sophomore season in 2026, driving the 48. So with 3 to go in the stage, going to be 2.5 here. We focus on the front. Eric Almirola working some lap traffic. See if Jesse Love can utilize that to get back in the game, maybe steal a stage here. Coming up on Austin Green. 32 going to race hard to try to stay on the lead lap. 2 to go on the stage.
Yeah, it looked like Eric lost a bunch of momentum right there off of turn 4, as Love is able to close in 3/10 on that lap. You got to think lap traffic's played a huge factor in this. If Eric missed the corner, or maybe it's a big gust of wind. Look at the 2, though. I mean, continue to suck up right behind him. Whoa. Get to the inside here a little bit, see if he can pack some air. See the two gassed it up a little bit through the middle. Gonna get tight and slide up on exit. Try to run whatever lane Eric doesn't down here in turns 1 and 2 and see if he can generate a little bit of momentum. You gotta make that decision right now of what lane you're gonna run. Eric's at the bottom. I like how the two has stayed a little bit higher right there on exit. See if he can get any speed built up. Doesn't look like he has the grip up there.
Final lap the stage.
Final time, stage 2.
Jesse Love not going to be able to get around Almirola.
That stage win he had here in the springtime was his first and only stage win of the year until he got stage 1.
And that'll be stage 2 for Eric Almirola. He'll win both stage 1 and 2 here today at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Almirola has picked up the stage sweep. And the last time he did it, last fall, when he won in Martinsville, Virginia. Good stage points tonight for Zilich, Allgaier, and Sam Mayer get stage points again as well. It's
a little under a 20-minute green flag run there to end the stage. We head to the final stage.
When my doctor gave me Breztri for my COPD, I noticed things changed. Breztri gave me better breathing starting within 5 minutes. It also reduced flare-ups.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
A successful shindig doesn't happen by accident. Walmart Plus members get free delivery on more than just groceries. So I can order a Gouda and a good time! Become a member who knows better with Walmart Plus.
You can get this fixed now and pay later. You can get this fixed now and pay later. And this. Get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
A News Nation Town Hall event live from the Kennedy Center. Chris Cuomo, Bill O'Reilly, Stephen A. Smith.
Have your say as we take questions tackling the issues we face as a nation.
Cuomo, live from the Kennedy Center. The News Nation Town Hall. This Wednesday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
Landon Donovan and Tim Howard talk about soccer the way only legends can.
I'm a little bit different. Does anybody understand that?
Unfiltered Soccer, presented by Volkswagen.
I see it all, but I'm human.
How can I keep going like this?
Who will listen to me when no one gets it?
Is there a safe space for me?
How will I handle it all? We all have a reason. 988 can help you find it. We hear you. Call, text, or chat 988 for emotional support and crisis services. It's free, confidential, and here for you 24/7.
I met a client named John and his wife in the hospital. On his way home one day, driving his motorcycle, the car had cut in front of him. He sent him flying 50 feet, had some major injuries, multiple hip surgeries. Not only did he have the pain, he had the concerns. You know, how am I going to support my children? How am I going to feed the family? The doctor told him it'd probably be a year before he got back on his feet. Through hard work and persistence, using the Stanley system, we got him the results he deserved. At Stanley Law, we're the maximum award people.
Transform your home with Comfort Windows.
She'd always wanted vertical siding. I wasn't really sold on it until I saw how I could select the Tando stone, shakes, accent roofs, and tie it all together.
Hi, Fritz Chantilly here. From decorative accents to shakes to composite stone siding, we have everything to transform your house into your dream home.
Upgrade now and save 10% with 0% financing and pay nothing until your project is installed. Visit ComfortWindows.com and schedule your free estimate today.
Definitely plays a factor. Guys with more skill talk about less. There is so much right place, right time. Taking a chance is a big part of our sport. When you take those chances, luck can definitely be on your side.
Presented by Powerball. Head to your local lottery retailer to get in the game today.
Try your luck and head to your local lottery retailer to make your picks and get in the game for tonight's estimated jackpot of $244 million. 2 stages in, NASCAR Xfinity Series. running the opening race in the round of 8 live in Las Vegas. And now we get our golden moment presented by Golden Corral. We didn't even need to vote on this one. 21 Austin Hill with quite a ride. Amazing save, turn 4.
Watch how loose he gets right here. Man, that thing gets down on the apron. Thankfully, it doesn't hook. See Austin still riding it out. Look at the wheel. He seems still, get back up on the track. Great job.
It was almost like a moment of overconfidence. Not done yet. Reels it in, and through all of that, lost exactly one spot on track as Ryan Sieg scoots by.
We did the golden moment by Golden Corral in the golden hour.
Indeed, we did.
Amazing.
You writing scripts now?
Well, I don't know, maybe.
What would be your number one lottery pick as you select for the Powerball? What would be the number one number?
If it was during the Xfinity race, it'd be the 88.
There you go. Why not? He's third at the end of the night, at the end of stage 2, I should say. But here he is when you look at stage points. He and Jesse Love, best of the bunch, both getting 17, 14 for Allgaier. 3 didn't get stage points, Jones, Smith, and Creed. Progressive Pit Road is open. It played a role at the end of stage 1. It'll be the
15 innings!
Yeah, and lots of cars complaining of a tight condition. In fact, all 3 cars are about to see make spots, asking to be freed up, including Eric Amaroli. Said, look, snug in general, but it flat out those last few laps. I felt like the right front just absolutely quick. They won't make an adjustment to free him up. Jesse Love in the center said, free me up just a little bit. I need that run a little bit longer in terms of how it lasts. You saw the chassis adjustment. He asked for that track bar adjustment to free James Stockman. And then again, tight on the 88. He said, I'm way too tight here. Free me up for the next run.
race off Progressive Pit Road. I mean, we're getting to the final stage. And look at this. Zillage with a nice move. Thompson at plus 21. Got to be some kind of strategy there, perhaps even coming in. You know, you could have missed the pit box. Don't know exactly what happened there. Love loses one, -3 for Almirola.
When my doctor gave me Breztri for my COPD, things changed for me. The Breztri gave me better breathing, symptom improvement, and reduced flare-ups.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
Doug.
Are you here for Tracy?
We're here for everyone. Limo and I help people save hundreds by customizing car insurance with Liberty Mutual.
We ordered a limo, not a limo.
Oh yeah, we do that too.
The limo?
At your service. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
What causes a curve down there? Is it Peyronie's disease? Is there somebody I can talk to for help?
I got somebody for that.
I got somebody for that.
I got somebody for that.
You guys got somebody for Peyronie's disease? There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men who may have Peyronie's disease, or PD. A urology specialist who treats PD can help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today at GoGetSomebody.com.
The Brady Bunch saw America before America saw itself.
It's powerful. It brings us back to that place.
It's like an old friend.
Hi, I'm Mike. And I'm Zach from Charles Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electrical. Well, it's that time of year again, and the heating season is upon us. It's time to start thinking about replacing that old, inefficient furnace down in the basement. The nice guys are offering low prices on Carrier high-efficiency furnaces. So call today for your free estimate. That's Charles Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electrical. 457-6911. And remember, we're the nice guys.
Dave worked at 2 jobs for years till he was able to get his Harley. First ride, cruising toward Lake Placid, and the car pulls off his lane. No room for Dave. It was obvious who was at fault. Didn't matter to the insurance company. Claim denied. That's when he called me, Joe Stanley. He had 5 questions. I had 10. Last week, Dave walked into my office, hugged Tessa, shook hands with Tony, thanked me for getting him back on his feet. We're Stanley Law, the Maximum Award people.
Great, right?
I love it.
Get that Wi-Fi going.
Like the fire
You got it?
You can go fast.
It's a very, very, very fine house. Now everything is easy because of you.
It's Spectrum fiber-powered internet, the most reliable internet you can count on. It's only everything.
Welcome back to the Xfinity Series at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, getting ready to go for the final stage, and it's a good time to take a look at the Bristol-Myers Squibb playoff picture. Of course, no surprise, Connor Zilisch at the very top of this one, Allgaier in second, Love in third, Sam Mayer making up a little ground today as well. But let's go back to Zilisch. He told me earlier this week, he said, you know what, going into Vegas, I really don't need a miracle, and it's a really good place to be. He said, of course, the goal is to win, but we really want to do our best, right? We want to leave Vegas having a clean day, walking out with a lot of points. He entered Vegas with a 57-point lead over the Cup, which is the largest entering the round of 8 in series history. Of course, he set all kinds of records this year, but some that are on the table today. If he wins today, he'll be the youngest and the fastest in 12 career wins, and the youngest.
Right, see, you got an old controlled tire.
It's just incredible. He's rewriting the record books. And we talk about rookies and success. A couple of rookies had problems there on that cycle of stops. Carson Quapple had a gun issue with the one, so he lost about 10 positions, and Eckes with a problem as well. And here you look at what Carla's talking about, just across the board, everything that Zilisch has been able to do this year, and it just keeps getting better and better, Jamie.
Yeah, look at that record for 10 different tracks he's been able to win at. And Adam, it just, you didn't see it at the beginning of the year. You knew he was talented, you knew he was going to run all the road courses, but he has done just exceptional job, and his timing being at JRM this year, you know, where they clearly have the best cars, it feels like week in and week out at any type track that we go to. But Connor's done the most to make the most out of that situation.
Talked about the issues for Carson Quapple and the one, his teammate. Let's get an update there with Dylan.
Yeah, they lost about 10 spots on pit road. Had the socket on the air gun break off in the middle of them making that pit stop. So obviously presents a challenge there. You see it. There's the socket there on the right, snapped just right off the gun. So had to get that replaced, and but it did cost him a bunch of spots in that stop.
We talk about, luck and being unlucky. Yeah, I think people make a lot of their luck, but that is just a freak thing to have happen at a terrible time for the one car.
Well, they had a freak thing happen to him here in the spring when someone else's gas can went up under their car in a cycle of stops, and they short fueled it, had to come a second time under green. Eckes coming from
here we go
as well. They had to make a second stop. Front row here, the two best buddies, Connor Zilisch in
final stage is underway from Las Vegas.
Yeah, Zilisch took the inside. We've seen the outside be able to get the lead, but Connor got a massive launch right there in the restart zone. You see the 19s pushing the 2. That 2's gotten a little bit better. What about 3 wide right here? Brandon Jones on the outside of Sam Mayer. Oh, it's going to get tied at 2.
It's a restart. It's time to go. 3 wide to turn 3. Allgaier, Mayer, Jones, Sawallich is there. And how about the effort early from Corey Day?
Corey Day having he made contact right there with William Sawallich. No harm, no fouls. You see Day trying to get to the outside. A little bit of draft down the front stretch. Allgaier by himself down there on the bottom. But Day might actually get to his outside. Oh, he is. Going to have that momentum down the backstretch. Allgaier's car is similar to Jesse Love's. It just seems like it does not fire off. You see contact with De Benedetto and Creed on the right hand of your screen.
Two great comebacks in this group. I mean, got Creed in that bright yellow 00 outside Nick Sanchez. Both struggled early. Sanchez had the penalty. Creed that extra pit stop, but here they are knocking on the door of the top 10.
Yeah, and you saw Corey was clear by like an inch when they said clear. Then William had a little bit of a momentum on the outside, but fortunately no one tore up. You see Sammy Smith, a little bit of side drafts, some frustration there. We saw them going crazy with the adjustments on pit road, Adam. I think I saw 4 rounds of wedge go in the left rear of that car. Not happy with the handling of the 8 car today.
Hidden Valley Ranch onboard camera. Sheldon Creed 11th, racing Sawallich. Quapple after the problems on pit road, driving back through in the 1 up to 13th.
And the outside on that restart, we saw a lot of guys working the second and third lane, and the momentum
Curious to see if it stays up there, if it was just the dirty air and having all the cars on the bottom of the track. Connor got a nice little lead right here. You can see the 2s doing a little bit of blocking with the 19. On Jesse Love, you got to think in his mind, he's like, look, I just got to get 8 to 10 laps here. My car comes in. The fact that he moved up, though, already makes me think the handling might not be where he wants, or maybe the track is transitioning at him. We thought it would go to the bottom. Maybe it will slowly transition to the middle for these guys.
Yeah, a little bit more arc into 3, but everything else is great.
So that's the 2-car getting a little bit of coaching right there, and they've told us that Jesse likes that. He's like, listen, if you see somebody doing something different or something that I can do, tell me on the radio. I want to hear all the information I can, and if I can do that, that's what I'm going to do inside the car.
Zilich checking a lot of boxes. He's gone over 1,000 laps led in his career in only his 33rd start. He's now led in 19 consecutive starts, which is amazing. And oh, by the way, just set the fastest lap of the race. You see the purple stopwatch. Xfinity fastest lap right now belongs to Connor Zilich, as if he needed any more points, right?
Yeah, I mean, Adam, it's unheard of. Like everything that Connor's been able to do this year, and it just continues. I kept saying at some point the law of averages has to catch up with the 88, and they'll have a bad weekend, but that has not happened yet.
Jesse Love, right of your screen, able to dance around Eric. Almirola, as they continue to go back and forth. And Almirola's there, but Jesse just trying to hang on to that second spot. This has been a good little battle here behind Zilich.
Brandon Jones on the left of your screen's made a tremendous recovery. Really struggled in the first stage. I think he was all the way back to 20th in that first stage. They've done a really good job adjusting on that car. I got to think the transition from day to night is helping the 20 as well. As you see, I love seeing the lanes. It's widened out a little bit. You see multiple lanes working in right now. All guys are committed to the bottom, the 20 and the 48. Both running that middle lane. Brandon's doing that on both ends and able to maintain, run good lap time. Ooh, it's getting close up front, Adam.
Look at this. I mean, we talk about Love in that second position. Almirola right there. Zilich not able to pull away.
Yeah, Zilich is going to want those guys to be side by side for a few laps here. I got to think Zilich had a really bad corner. He had a little bit of a lead, lost about 3/10 on that last lap. The wind was huge earlier for him. Seems like that's calmed down a little bit.
Look at Almirola, wound up outside lane.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's almost like the track has widened out as the sun has went down, because we didn't see anybody able to make that outside work earlier. Is Zilich going to side draft him a little bit here? They're getting close on the straightaway.
Almirola's led 63 laps tonight. Took the green and white checkered flag at the end of stage 1 and stage 2.
Oh, they're both washing away up the racetrack. They're going to get stalled out and give Love an opportunity if they stay side by side right here. Look how loose the 19 is as they let off and transitioned from the straightaway into the corner.
Oh, contact! Zilich and Almirola contact while racing for the lead.
A little bit of damage right there to the right front, maybe fender of the 88. See if that affects him. You see it's pushed that fender in. These things are sensitive on a fast track like this.
Here comes Jesse Love. Yeah, Almirola has the hand out the window like, what the fuck, dude?
The race lead. Love waiting in the wings.
See, Connor starts to push up the racetrack right there. Eric's as high as he can go. Just a little contact. That left rear tire. Really curious, though, to see if it affects the balance of the 88 as they move forward. Rest of this race, I do like how this track's widening out, though.
You know, you didn't have to make a pit stop on fuel in stage 1 and stage 2. You'll have to make one in the final stage. And everybody's got 2 sets of sticker tires. Strategy could play a role. Love through to second. Almirola, Love, Zilich, Allgaier, Jones. Your top 5 at Las Vegas.
Sometimes my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis gets in my way. But thanks to Skyrizi, I'm free to bare my skin.
It's getting clearer. I feel free. Spare my skin, yeah, it's on me. Nothing is everything.
With Skyrizi, I saw dramatically clearer skin. And many people were 100% plaque-free. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is everything.
Now's the time. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, so I only pay for what I need. What a great day. What an okay day. What a messed up.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Happy birthday, Grandpa.
Any words of wisdom for the family?
Eat more wings.
Wow. Let that sink in. Kids, I think you'd all agree that these were words that your grandfather used.
Back to the game I love. It's great to be able to keep up with the guys again. It's why I wanted more from my symptomatic obstructive HCM. So I asked my cardiologist about Camzyos. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved, and I can be more active now. It's a difference I can feel, and they can see. And she can too.
Camzyos works by targeting what's causing OHCM, and it's proven to reduce obstruction in the heart 4 times more. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking Camzyos, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy. Camzyos, first in its class to treat symptomatic OHCM.
It's great to be playing again. Ask your cardiologist about Camzyos.
One last exhale.
Fitting, isn't it? The final shot at the Championship 4 comes down to a track that's been here from day one. Martinsville. Close quarters, tight corners, and a fan experience that brings you so close to the action. All of the mayhem will be right at your fingertips. NASCAR Playoffs weekend at Martinsville Speedway. Get your tickets now at martinsvillespeedway.com.
We've crossed the halfway point. NASCAR Xfinity Series Racing, opening event in the round of 8. Las Vegas, Talladega, Martinsville to follow. The next 2 Saturdays on CW before we crown a champion a month from now in Phoenix. Eric Almirola wins the first 2 stages. He's led over 70 laps. He's in control right now. Love, Zilich, Allgaier are the top 5. And look at this duo here. Sanchez has driven it to up to the top 5 now as he gets to 5th. Jones has fallen back to 6th. It's remarkable to me the comeback for Sanchez tonight after the speeding penalty.
Well, he's been able to run all over the racetrack. You see Brandon running right up against the wall here. Both of these 2 cars, the 2 that have stuck out to me the most that can move around. Look at the run that you can generate around the top. He's going to be able to go the top. Yeah, he wants to run the top at both ends. The 20 cars really found something around the top of the racetrack, but he and Sanchez, it seems like those cars pretty versatile.
Probably 25-30 laps away from a green flag stop if everything were to stay the way it is now in a green flag condition. So you wonder how do things play out over the long haul, but these 2 have been really good since we began the final stage.
What about the one right behind him? That's another one that I think's having oh, it's going to be tight right there. Brandon got a big run off the top. If you look right behind him, that car that we see in Victory Lane a lot, the 17 red, white, blue car, Corey Day.
Almirola's still in the lead. Jesse Love has taken second from Zilich.
Brandon and Sanchez are going at it, man.
Jones was going to get him there.
Sanchez needs to run the top down here in 3 and 4 so Brandon can't get the run on him again. But let's see if Brandon's able to do it 3 laps in a row.
You know, I talk about the
sun's starting to go down here.
Then I think about what Brandon Jones was able to do in that.
It'll be dark before we know it.
When his team executed so well on pit road, you see the numbers for Corey Day. The stat sheet for the night, finished top 10 in that second stage. As good as he's been all night right now, trying for his 2nd career top 10 finish. This young kid from California showing it all off tonight, Dylan.
Yeah, I think it is worth noting he was fastest in the first group of practice, fastest on the 10-lap average earlier today, and I think could have started further up. They had a car that, I don't know if it was good enough for the pole, but was on a really good lap before a bobble in turn 4. Coming back to a racetrack or a type of racetrack for the first time that he's raced at before. He has a 1.5-mile start earlier this year in Texas. He's raced here as well in the truck, so a place he's a little familiar with, more so than some of the other places, and he's showing it for sure. 17 cars been fast.
True student of the game. So much young talent across the board in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Zillage still in the headlines, but a lot of other good young drivers that pop up each and every week. Now we go to a veteran right behind this duo, Austin Hill, having a solid night in the 21. His day goes around Jones.
Yeah, Brandon, when you can make the top work, you can just pester the guys trying to pass you on the bottom because you generate so much speed down the straightaway. As you see, it's fighting for every spot right here. Clearly the 17's quicker, and if the 17 can just have a little momentum here, they'll have Brandon cleared as they get down into turn 1. Should be done with it.
I mean, how many times have we seen this tonight? Where we talk about someone and give them a position, only a lap later have to change our thought process on where everyone is because the pass goes in the other direction, and these two going side by side is just bringing that 21 into the conversation.
Well, and that's what's happened. You know, Brandon raced Sanchez really hard, and it brought Corey Day into it. Now he's racing Corey hard. It's like he's slowly bleeding.
We only had 3 cautions today. We had the caution, none of them have been for cause. We had the 1 caution for debris, and then we had the 2 cautions for the stage ends.
They've done a nice job as a team to get him in a better position.
Pretty straightforward here.
Top 10, some really good racing there as well. Among the cars you'll see in this group, 39, Ryan C. Kim.
Yeah, currently in the 13th position after having run in the top 5 for the first half of the race. Why? Because of that end stage 2 pit stop. They came down with everybody, then had to make a second stop to make sure all the looks were tight. So now currently running in the 14th position, but that's actually a rebound after restarting 33rd from that second pit stop.
Good recovery for the 1 car as well. That pit gun issue. Creed, though, I mean, he is just running right around the top on both ends, committed to it. I mean, that's full commitment right there, and his lap times aren't bad. I just don't know that that's the fastest. The leaders, well, actually, if you look at his times aren't bad running around the very top. So that's so encouraging to me, Adam, because I didn't think that we would see that as the sun started to go down. Listen to how much throttle time. Always having to roll out of it right there a little bit on exit. How they got a little bit tight.
Jones, talk about momentum and how it will take you out of the game. Race Corey Day brings Austin Hill into the conversation, and here they are competing for 7th on track. Top 5 with 76 to go. Almirola, Love, Zillage, Allgaier, and Sanchez.
Attention law enforcement. You took an oath to protect and serve. To keep your family, your neighborhood safe. But in too many cities, dangerous illegals walk free as police are forced to stand down. Join ICE and help us catch the worst of the worst. Drug traffickers, gang members, predators. Join the mission to protect America with bonuses up to $50,000 and generous benefits. Apply now. Join.ice.gov and fulfill your mission.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
1 minute, it's smooth driving.
Come on.
The next, a crack. But at least you can get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com. Nice. And SafeLight can come to you for free, anytime, anywhere, and do everything you need to get back on the road. SafeLight Repair. Come on. SafeLight Replace. Go to SafeLight.com and get it fixed now and pay later.
It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good.
Are we getting Ice Agent ads? I don't know. I fucking hate it. I hate it.
To the 4 parks of Universal Orlando Resort.
When it comes to your wireless plan, don't settle for
Fuck
less.
ice.
Get more with a free 5G phone and real unlimited data from Straight Talk. More ways to connect. Stream the last lap
You're
of the
smoking
race.
too? Hell yeah.
And when you spend less with Straight
How you doing,
Talk,
Steelhead?
you can get more moments
Oh, I
to
didn't even
yourself
see your
by
comment from
getting
3
something
minutes
for
ago.
them.
Hi, Sam. Always enjoy watching you. Can
Switch to
you
Straight
give
Talk.
Christina
Get a free
an
5G
I love
phone
you?
on us, on
I'm
America's most
drunking.
reliable 5G
I love you,
network.
Christina.
Straight Talk, official partner of NASCAR.
I don't know
Find us
who
at
you are, but
straighttalk.com and Walmart.
you know you hold a real special place in my heart.
#1 motorcycle insurer. We can now safely go wherever the wind takes us.
I have a Muslim beard with no mustache. I need to shave this shit. I might honestly shave it in the morning. I have been growing this out for a while.
Nope.
It got to
Without me, the owner and I aren't on speaking terms.
I'm not a very superstitious person. I never have been, but this year I actually kind of started to be just a little bit, and I was like afraid to shave my beard because I thought it would fuck with the Red Sox. I thought it would make them do bad. So I just kept growing it out. But now that they're eliminated, I could just shave it. What races are you going to this year? I'm not going to any more races this year. The last year I went to, or this year I went to Pocono in New Hampshire as my usual Pocono, New Hampshire. Next year I'll be going to Pocono in New Hampshire also.
That will be good.
But me and Camden, we're possibly talking about maybe going to the Coke 600. But that's just in the idea stage right now. That's not even anything that's set in stone.
I guess it stands to reason. If it's a CW Sports Saturday, it's going to be on Saturday, right?
That would make complete sense.
Overemphasizing it there. It all begins 3:30 Eastern Time, 12:30 Pacific. It's been a Saturday to remember for Eric Almirola.
I don't think I'll go to the Watkins Glen.
Here in Las Vegas.
I have been to Watkins Glen.
Leading Jesse Love, Zillich,
Shaved beard suck, don't do it. No, I'm just going to shave it completely. With baby face. My beard doesn't even look that good. Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, it feels like right here, it's like uneven. Like, it doesn't look right.
Has been able to maintain that. I don't know if there's an effect. You see those lap cars a little bit ahead of the 19 right there. I don't know if that's changed the balance of his car. It looks to me like they're running.
I've been to Charlotte before.
Yeah, Jesse Love
But that was in 2019 for the Coke 600. I've been to Dover before, but I don't have any interest in going to the All-Star race.
I can tell you, when you get in traffic, I think that'd make you tighter, but it normally just takes grip away, makes whatever balance you have, whatever issue that is, even worse. He was able to recover that lap, though. Maybe he made an adjustment inside the car to his line. See, Jesse's now having to deal with...
The thing about Watkins Glen is that it's just like the races are so boring there. The Xfinity races are fun. The Cup races are so boring there. Besides last year's race, but this year's race sucked. And not only that, the races are so quick that like I feel like I don't even have like the full experience. Like I think this year's race was just over 2 hours or something like that.
So they've got a lot on the line here with him leading out front.
And, you know, for the day that Jesse Love's had, 17 stage points and running second right now, you'd think he'd have a little more margin on it, but down to that cut line, it's tight. But when I look at Creed, Quapple, and Smith, man, to leave here 24 down, it's a lot of work to do in 2 races.
But I would say this, you know, Sammy Smith scored 1 point at Bristol with the engine failure. Left the opening race in the round of 12, minus 24. He scored 91 points in the last 2 races to get himself above the cut line. It's possible. And advance here to the round of 8. And hey, with Talladega coming where he won Martinsville last year in Martinsville can get crazy. You never know for sure. A quiet night for Sam Mayer. Showing 9th right now.
Well, he complained about, he thought an engine issue and that was losing oil pressure beginning of the race, and things don't fix themselves.
I don't really care about local racing. We do have Brewerton Speedway that's near us. It's a dirt track. Just, I don't know. It doesn't really interest me.
Sammy Smith was complaining about his engine as well.
I would do it, but like it's always they're always like on Friday night, and I'm watching the Red Sox anyway, or like watching a truck race or something I'd rather watch anyway. Like I'm always doing something at that point. I play any NASCAR games? Yeah, I have all the NASCAR Heat games. I have NASCAR Ignition.
And that takes me to
I have NASCAR Thunder 2004, and then I bought NASCAR 25, but it doesn't come out yet. It comes out on the 14th. I'm able to download it tomorrow, but it doesn't come out till the 14th.
Well, and to spread out as all the cars are right now, it's really difficult for anybody to time that out where they're going to get out and have some clean air. You know, the difference in strategy, I like what we see in the top three is we've got one already on pit road, Dylan.
Got somebody pitting.
Yeah, Sheldon.
That's Sheldon.
Reported a right front vibration, so this is, I think, a little earlier than they wanted, but nonetheless, could be close enough, I think, to make it all the way from here. But they may start the cycle. They made a chassis adjustment, 4 tires and fuel.
After the early struggles, had driven his way back close to the top 10. Was 12th when he gave up the spot to come to pit road.
Well, and if you think you have an issue, so many laps left in the race, you might as well pit, because if you blow a tire out, if you have a
Brewerton
loose wheel,
2014 racing.
you're done. You're much better off to pit and not push the limit of that.
Yeah, my old boss lives like literally so close to this track. It's just that you can hear them from her house.
You're going to come get that last set of tires anyway. So
I mean, I've been. Oh damn. I've been by this track before. I've driven past Brewerton Speedway, but
It sounds fine there, but that was crazy. What you saw right there at the 00. I mean, it sounded like the transition.
I've never actually been to it.
hard pit road to get on.
I did go to Hickory when I was in Charlotte. I went to Hickory twice in one day. Obviously, it's my Charlotte video, but I went earlier in the day when nothing was happening. And you can just like walk around the property and like explore everything and shit. And I just walked onto the track. I don't think you were allowed to do that, but I did. And nobody said anything. I walked a whole lap around the track.
Well, speaking of pit road,
And then later on at night,
gonna short pit this at least by one lap.
I went back
the 19.
and
You definitely don't want to let
I
the 19 pit before you.
didn't sneak into the race, but I like snuck around to like turn 3
You could pit 1 to 2 laps earlier.
through like these bushes and shit, and like a little gate opened, and I was in turn 3. I just went right up to the fence, and once again, nobody said shit. That was pretty awesome.
The 19 washed up a little bit right here. 2's gonna be able to beat his inside. Gonna have him cleared.
longest green flag run of the night. We've gone north of 40 laps. We talked about this 2-car on the long haul. Jesse Love leading in Las Vegas as he gets around Eric Almirola.
Well, and then the roles almost flip, right? You're like, well, now the 19 might say, well, we're going to short pit on the 2. It's going to be like close all those 3 yards. It's going to be really exciting.
I mean, how far is Brewerton Speedway from me? 15 minutes? 20 minutes?
By maybe coming a little early. If
Brewerton
you're
Speedway.
The 2-car and you can get away a little bit here, might buy you a
13
lap
minutes.
And we should expect playoff cars this time, as well as Justin Allgaier. He said that the right rear, he just completely lost it over the run. He looks for a little bit more longevity for the finish of this race, so they'll put 4 fresh Goodyear tires, Sunoco fuel on an air pressure adjustment.
Almirola's pitting, Allgaier's pitting, Sam Mayer's pitting,
Sam Mayer, no major complaints.
Jesse Love, Jeb Burton.
After what he thought were early issues, as we watch cars make their way down pit road again, we are expecting both the 19 and the 2 in their pit boxes. You see the 2 of Jesse Love. He said he's a little snug, but was overall pretty happy with the balance. They reminded him, stay disciplined on that paint. You need to roll the center speed just a little bit better. Also in Eric Almirola, he was a 3/4 number loose, but then went way too tight that run. Dylan.
Quaffle is in as well. Was really, really free that entire run and slid out of the top 10, but still a nice recovery for them after that pit stop issues. You see this here, maybe a little slow on the right side. It looked like trying to go around to make a chassis adjustment to try and tighten them up, 4 tires and fuel.
Allgaier was the first driver inside the top 5 to make a pit stop. He came from 4th. Here's
This will probably be their final pit stops.
How crazy was it?
Unless we see like a late race car, or just a caution at all, honestly.
Actually got around Love, but then Love, through the cycle of stops, able to beat the 19 coming off of the pit lane. We'll see how it all cycles out here.
Yeah, Jesse Love, maybe a little bit conservative coming to pit road. It almost looked to me like, you see Zillage right here. You see Zillage on the bottom of your screen. This will be the race for the lead. Momentum. Should he stay out there? Oh, he's going to get so tight up with a lap
that traffic. Love gets by Zilich, and Zilich might be
I'm playing Gran Turismo.
Almirola with the momentum drives by.
Oh, you only have a PS4?
What will be the runner
You need to get
position
PS5.
once everyone else makes their pit stop.
I can't believe the 88 stayed out for those extra laps, and it was that close off of pit road. He must have done an incredible job getting on and off, had a little better pit stop.
Well, you got to believe he did a better job coming onto pit road just because of the way things played out for Almirola and Love.
Yeah, and you know, when you do that, when you come to do a green flag pit stop in Love, let's take a look at that real quick. You see Love's going to get on the brakes right here. And initially, I thought the 19 didn't know that he was going to pit. But then the 19's able to roll to his outside. That's so frustrating if you're Jesse Love. Maybe you're being a little too conservative coming to pit road. The 19 did a great job getting on. But then through the cycle of pit stops, the 2 has a little better stop. This merge back onto the racetrack. You see Jesse Love knows. His spotters told him, hey, the 88's
Yeah, Jesse Love will be in front of Almirola and Zilich.
Watching bottom right and now full. What will be the battle for the race lead? Love, Eric Almirola, and Connor Zilich. Right now they're scored from 7th on back, but the top 6 have to make a pit stop in the cycle.
I'm going to tell you, a lot happened in 2 minutes right there, and we still have the same running order that we did before we had the green flag pit stops. Great job by all those guys. Interesting to see. Eric's car got too loose on that last run. If they made the right adjustments to the 19 for what he needs on the little bit of a longer run right here, still have 52 laps to go. Just haven't seen anybody be able to check out. Every time somebody gets the lead and you think they're going to be able to drive away, these 3 cars have been just kind of on top of one another all night long.
Still have 5 drivers that need to make a pit stop at the green flag cycle. When it's all done, Jesse Love will be the race leader.
Yeah, computer's probably better.
When you think horses, you think boots. You think boots, cowboys and cowgirls. You think cowboys and cowgirls, you think honky tonks, Friday nights, and $2 beers. Because it's payday. You think payday, you think hard work and all the people who do those things that make the world work. And now it's Saturday night, rodeo night. So you're thinking horses, which means you're thinking boots. And when you're thinking boots, you're thinking Harriet.
Hey guys, Viagra is not your only option. Rose Sparks act fast and stay active longer. They aren't pills. Sparks dissolve under your tongue to reach your bloodstream for speedy results. Sildenafil starts things off strong, and Tadalafil stays in your system for longer. More confidence, more control. Rose Sparks. Connect with the provider at ro.co/sparks.
As we mark 250 years of America, Wounded Warrior Project honors those who serve. They've given us their commitment and sacrifice. We're here to give them a brighter future. Our programs and services help warriors access VA benefits, improve mental and physical health, and thrive for a lifetime. They've given us their best. Join us in supporting them through the next 250 years of strength
What's the exact
and
green flag
resilience.
time?
Visit woundedwarriorproject.org/USA250.
I'm Chad. I work for a professional football team, and I earned my degree online from SNHU. It fit with my schedule. Mondays, Tuesdays, those are packing days. I can get all my assignments done.
5:35.
Wednesday, we're on the practice field. Thursday, initial discussion post.
So I'll be
is
live
due.
at 5 for it.
Friday, we're playing an East Coast trip. I'm going to take advantage of the time spent on the bus and even in the hotel room, finish any of my other coursework that I needed to do prior to kickoff on Sunday. SNHU and the support system, they make it possible. Go to snhu.edu.
Attention law enforcement. You took an oath to protect and serve. To keep your family, your neighborhood safe. But in too many cities, dangerous illegals walk free as police are forced to stand down. Join ICE and help us catch the worst of the worst. Drug traffickers, gang members, predators. Join the mission to protect America with bonuses up to $50,000 and generous benefits. Apply now. Join.ice.gov and fulfill your mission.
For 8 remaining drivers, what matters is the moment. Steeled focus on detail. Driven by heart, steered by steady hands. The resolve to make a run for the ages. NASCAR playoffs continue with Las Vegas on USA.
The green flag cycle is complete. NASCAR Xfinity Series racing in Las Vegas. Jesse Love able to maintain the top spot. We had a change for second. Connor Zilich able to get around Eric Almirola. It's amazing to me. We're on this long green flag run. We had a cycle of stops, and still the top three right here racing together. This has been outstanding.
We're having an incredible race right here. I mean, it's been that way all race long, and I promise you Jesse Love is screaming inside of the car to these lap cars, trying to get him out of the way or just to pick a lane. He obviously wants to run the bottom. But Zilich, look, I thought he was going to be out of it. Had that little bit of fender damage, got into the 19's left rear earlier in the race. But he's just continued to get better and better. We talk about how hard this pit road is to get onto. Kyle Sieg stayed out and ran long. These guys might not know that there are still some guys that haven't pitted. I want you to watch this. Look how close. Oh my gosh, for Connor and the 19 right there. That's happened before. Remember Texas, Mark Martin, I think J.J. Ailey had that happen years ago. Huge wreck. And you're not focused on those guys coming to pit road. I mean, these guys are racing for the lead, racing for their life right now.
You know, through the cycle, Sheldon Creed was the first to pit from 12th, and the pitting early has worked out on the short run. He's 5th in the running order, and all of that's because he pitted 6 laps earlier. I tell you what, the 00 team has done an outstanding job of battling back here tonight.
Yeah, and honestly, Adam, for pitting a little bit earlier, when you look at his lap times, they're not bad. I mean, he's a little bit off of these top 3, but when you look at Allgaier or Ryan Sieg, Sanchez, these guys right behind him, Creed's done a really good job of maintaining some pace through this run. Oh, got a little battle for the lead right here. You see the 88 pulling to the inside. It looks like the 2's struggling. I feel like he's had the best car.
Here comes Zilich.
Connor's going to get in there.
Connor's going to get a little... Damn. Look at this shit. This is great racing.
Right Jesse Love is struggling to get through this traffic.
You know, Jesse Love has won twice in his career. Last year as a rookie at Talladega, earlier this season at Daytona. But to win at a place like Las Vegas, locking yourself into the championship four, would just mean so much and do so much for his confidence. He's had an unbelievable night.
He has, and it just doesn't seem like any of these top 3 can find a big advantage. I feel like at some point in the race tonight, we've thought all of them maybe had the best car, but through the tire fall off, the pace change, the shift from day to night, there's been so many variables in this race that we're still all right on top of each other.
And here we see the green flag cycle and what it produced, where everybody is now and compared to where they were earlier in the race. And it's just a little bit of a snapshot of what we're seeing.
See, Eric lost a little bit of ground. He struggled to get through some of that traffic. Look right in front of the 2 car.
That's Daniel Hemrick who's getting back on the lead lap. He pitted, much later, was going to run it long, eventually had to make his pit stop, lost a lap, but he's now back on the tail end of the lead lap as Hemrick.
Yeah, Love wants him to get as far away and as fast as he can because that's got to be affecting the balance of the 2 car. All these cars, if you watch
my points thing has stopped updating.
They drive into the corner, you can see the back of the car really dancing around. I don't know if it's those guys fighting to get to the apron, using the apron to turn the car, if their balance is shifted a little bit loose. But it's just so weird to me. Like right now, it looks to me like the 2 cars
So it's going to Saudi Arabia.
Ran a couple of tenths quicker than Connor Zilich did right behind him. But the trend will change in a few laps.
Cool.
You'll see the 88 run him back down. It's incredible to me that we haven't had anybody check out tonight. What a race between these top 3.
38 laps to go. We talk about lap traffic and the role that it can play. And just the management of that in your car over the long haul.
Just
top 5. Love, Zilich, Almirola, Allgaier, and Sanchez closing on the end at Las Vegas.
I don't know why you're just standing there looking at me. I'm feeling judged.
There's no reason.
It's making me uncomfortable.
He doesn't care. When a young homeowner starts to turn into their parent, it helps to show them just how bad it can get.
Okay, or no. I don't really care.
Just hang out here.
Just keep fucking staring at me, I guess.
Yeah.
Fucking weirdo.
What the? Believe it or not, she's made progress.
Come here.
Really? They don't have changing rooms here? Nope, they do.
Progressive can't
Come
save
here,
you
buddy.
from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Why is he eating his lunch in here? You're asking the right questions.
You know what's crazy? We're eating breakfast and none of us are morning people. I blame it on
Little
the
dog.
I concur. Cheers.
Cheers.
Concur.
I know, right?
Sounds good in my mouth. Concur.
I read it in a book.
Word of the day.
I concur. I concur.
Good boy.
A successful shindig doesn't happen by accident. Walmart Plus members get free delivery on more than just groceries. So I can order a Gouda and a good time! Become a member who knows better with Walmart Plus.
It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good.
Vacations will never be the same. Welcome to the 4 parks of Universal Orlando Resort.
Ever wonder how NASCAR Cup Series playoffs work? Let Gazoo Racing break it down for you. NASCAR is a bracket system with eliminations at 16, 12, 8, and 4. How to advance, win races, or survive the cut. Outlast the pack, finish first among
All
the
right, you ready,
championship
buddy?
4, and you're doing donuts in victory lane.
Ooh, that was a little harder that
And
time, but he's
trust me,
good.
Toyota's ready for victory lane.
Just a bed.
Now you're up to speed. You in?
Check out Hot Shots, part of Skechers Court and Classics collection, featuring premium materials like soft suede, plus more comfort than you can imagine, with Skechers exclusive air-cooled memory foam and countless stylish color combos for men and women. Hot Shots by Skechers Court and Classics.
You can get this fixed now and pay later. You can get this fixed now and pay later. And this. Get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Safe Light Repairs.
I got a 7-Eleven pizza.
Just over 30 laps to go. NASCAR Xfinity Series racing on a Saturday night, Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
It's a weird phase I'm in.
As a playoff driver, and you make your way to the championship 4. Jesse Love in charge right now. He's going to be 20 laps out front when he comes across this time. Connor Zillage right there. Eric Almirola won both stages, has led the most laps in this race. He's still very much alive as we continue this long green flag run. And tonight, it's not only been about speed, but it's been about hanging on to your race car. How about this from Connor Zillage?
Oh, and I think Connor drove in a little deep, hoping he could pack some air on the 2 car and get him pushed up off the bottom. And as he got close to the 2
Well, the playoff standings thing that I have over there is not accurate at the moment.
2 young drivers racing for a spot here. 54, Taylor Gray. 17, Corey Day. And how about Corey Day? Through a cycle of green flag pit stop, stays in the top 10. The team didn't have the best stop, so really the spots he lost, not really on him. Really had a coming out party here tonight.
Yeah, he's done a great job all day long. And these races for Corey are all about learning experiences. And I don't know how many green flag stops he's been able to make in his career, but, you know, the trucks and Xfinity cars just don't make a lot of those. So great experience for him to practice getting on and off pit road, not get caught speeding, go through that whole process. And he's done a great job, staying out of trouble all day long.
Go back to most of his starts this year. At some point, he's faced adversity. Each time he's come back, look at this.
Here's
Drivers
Sammy
trying
Smith.
to stay on the lead lap.
Going a lap down.
Lap down already. And maybe going to hold up the leaders. Love able to get by Sammy Smith. 24 is Trevor Bain, and that allows Zillage to close.
Here comes Connor Zillage.
Oh,
makes contact! And Zillage takes the lead.
Connor Zillage gets by Jesse Love. He's out front. 29 to go at Vegas.
Wow.
Jesse barely missed the entry of that corner.
Caution. That's the 26. Dean Thompson brings out the caution with 29 to go. And this changes everything.
Right now showing 19 cars on the lead lap. They had just gotten around the leaders, had Bain and Smith.
Well, we're going to get one more shot. Everybody's got a
What
set
the
of
fuck?
tires. He's got some
Did you
tires,
just
and
call
everybody
it?
gets to make one more shot and adjustment to see if they can get just a little bit better. Jesse Love's going to be frustrated to lose it, then have the caution come out right there.
couple of things to think about with pit stops in the offing. Number one pit stall right now for the 88 of Connor Zilich after he won the pole last week at the Roval, and just how good that RCR team has been on pit road and delivering for Jesse Love tonight.
As we go back and are able to look at this pass that we had for the lead, Jesse's angle into turn 3 was off because of the lap cars, and when he missed the bottom, you see Connor's able to just drive in there, pack a little bit of air. It's just no grip when you get that car or that half a car length off the bottom. 88 was able to hook the bottom. You see how much lower he is right here? Just gasses it up. He has to get to him. You see he gets a little bit arrow loose right there. It's over. 88 has the momentum, able to clear him. But that all started. Stockman's going to get frustrated right here because he knows how important the track position is. But that all started in turn 2 with Sammy Smith. And I think Trevor Bain was on the outside. Let's get a look here at Dean Thompson getting loose, really loose early and slid all the way around. But yeah, so that pass was because of the lap cars, and we knew they were going to play a factor at him just because of how close those top 3 have been all night long.
The timing of the caution big for Trevor Bain because he was scored the last car on the lead lap, so he stays on the lead lap. Sammy Smith, the first car 1 lap down at the time of caution, he's 21st and will get the free pass here. And that's huge for Sammy because as a playoff driver, you don't want to be a lap down knowing that every position is a point. Here's 88 radio Connor Zilich.
The highest my heart rate has been in a race in a while. 191. Got water in there? Yeah, it's just about gone.
A little bit of that heart rate is anxiety, right? Like your death grip in the wheel. I think these guys are having to work harder than what we can appreciate watching the back of those cars dance around. All those guys will wear heart rate monitors and able to look at that. I'm a little old for 191, but that's really high even if you're young, Adam.
191 is a strong number.
It is. It's been exciting to watch, and it's far from over right now because those top 3 are so close together and know how important the restarts are.
And you can talk all you want about points and your advantage and all that. You want to win so that you don't have any stress at Talladega or Martinsville. Execution on pit road is going to be huge. That's one big box to check. And then once we get that restart, we know what an important role that has played in this race tonight.
A lot of pressure on these pit crews right here, coming down for their last stop, knowing how important it can be. And we've seen a lot of issues on pit road tonight for the playoff drivers.
Heart rate was up for Connor Zilich behind
All right, so the playoff guys, leaders are pitting.
Pit crews. Progressive pit road is open. 88 coming down with Love, Almirola, Allgaier, and Sanchez. Kim?
And fresh tires will be an absolute premium here. Expect all teams to take 4. For Eric Almirola, he said, I'm just a little snug. I need a little bit more turn, especially for the short run. You see him top of your screen, middle of your screen, Jesse Love, just a little too free. Despite that freeness, crew chief Danny Stockman said, we will make no adjustments. Their crew has been lights out all day. And then finally, Connor Zilich at the bottom. They'll expect to tighten it up just a little bit. He said he was too loose, especially along the bottom in 3 and 4.
19 away. 2 away. Number 1 pit stall, Connor Zilich.
And
88 hold serve.
Zilich will be out the leader.
Able to get around
And Almirola will be second, so Love will be third.
Positions, plus
I think Sanchez in
for
fourth.
Sanchez, Allgaier goes 1 in the wrong direction.
Sheldon's in
You
sixth.
want control. Zilich has got it. First part of the equation.
Or he came out sixth. I don't know where he'll
Second
be.
on pit road. 88 doing it again. Connor Zilich out front for the restart in Vegas.
Let's go!
Let's go.
You put everything into getting it right, from launches to milestones and team recognition. With expert support, quality products, and on-time delivery, 4Imprint makes sure your brand shows up strong. 4Imprint.com.
4Imprint, for certain.
Look, great blue heron. You know, when I go,
I'd like to leave some money to the local bird conservancy.
Doesn't count. What you need is a will, something you can sign and make official. Start your will at trustandwill.com now and make it count.
Hey, should I convert my IRA to a Roth?
You're asking the wrong guy.
You should ask around online. That's what I do.
You know, financial advice should come from a vetted fiduciary financial advisor who understands your personal financial needs.
Makes sense.
Take the free advisor match quiz on smartasset.com to find one who can answer your questions and help you achieve your retirement goals.
That's one intelligent donkey.
Yeah, that was about a 40.5-minute green flag run.
Smartasset.com. Next week, it's Sweat, Smoke, and Speed on CW Sports Saturday. First, the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs roll into Talladega.
Survival is what it's all about.
Then, Washington State looks to knock off number 19 Virginia. And end the night with Pac-12 After Dark, Lafayette versus Oregon State.
Here's some juice for you.
CW Sports Saturday, next week at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Echo Park Automotive, where car buying is easier, better, and happier. Toyota, let's go places. And by Bristol Myers Squibb. Yellow comes out late in Las Vegas, so the wheel and caution lights are on. Wheel and the official warning lights of NASCAR and America's most trusted manufacturer of emergency lights and sirens. Zilich leading when he came to pit road, wins the battle off the pit lane, but some anxious times for the rookie driver. Listen to team radio as we get ready for the restart.
Hopefully I didn't speed. Am I okay? Hello, hello. I got you. Nothing about it. Copy. Let me know. Just quit talking about
I'm gonna tell you what, that's a terrible feeling when you think that you have sped and you're just waiting on that radio to get keyed for them to tell you that you've got a penalty, but fortunately, no issue.
To me, it's like you took the test, but the score hadn't been entered yet. You know, you're like, how did I do? Please put it in so I know. All right, so Zilich takes the inside lane, gonna have Love behind him. Almirola outside. Inside lane has been the ticket for everybody tonight, and Zilich exploded from that lane.
Yeah. Sheldon is in sixth.
The 19 has gotten the lead from the outside on a couple of these restarts. We've seen a spotter for the 88, crew chief for the 88. I am warning him of what the 2-car did earlier in the race. Made it 3 wide with Allgaier. You got to know that getting control of this race, how important, if this is our last restart, just how important that's going to be. It's going to be exciting. I can't wait.
23 to go at Vegas, and the leader's heading to the Echo Park restart zone. Zilich and Almirola up front.
My heart rate's high.
All right, here we go.
Mine's not 190.
I love it.
But it's churning. Nice jump.
At green. 23 to go.
19 might have a little bit of momentum.
Here comes Jesse Love on the inside. Oof.
19's been tough on the outside, especially if he can keep it at him as they get down to turn 3.
Off of turn 2, then down to
Come on, Sheldon.
straight away. Here they come to turn 3.
See that 88 gets loose on the inside.
Oof.
Like a little smoke there for Sanchez. Side by side in that second row. Love dancing up near the 48.
Side by side for the lead still.
Lead still not decided.
Oh, the 88 got a little wiggle right there. Probably had to check up. Oh, doesn't clear him though.
And look at Sanchez. Talking about making it 3 wide.
Sanchez has been really good on this restart.
Here is Zilich. Finally all clear out front. Sanchez coming for the second.
Oof.
All take with Almirola.
Damn, man.
They are like,
It's crazy. This crazy.
Haven't seen him all night long. Had a good start to the race. Speeding penalty set him back, but he has been on the move ever since. Rookie driver failed to advance to the round of 8, but he said, I just want wins and momentum to end the year. And boy, is he aggressive here in the latter stages.
Yeah, and all this contact you see on the straightaway is just a side draft. You're just trying to stall that car out if it has any momentum on you, and you feel the momentum for the entry of the corner.
Playoff drivers highlighted in blue. You win tonight, you move to the championship 4, and your name will be highlighted in green. Points as they run, 20 to go. Love having a great night. Mayer above the cut line. Fauble and Smith still plenty of work to do. And all those playoff drivers on the lead lap and running inside the top 20.
Village in control right now. About a fifth quicker than what Eric is. I think
Yeah, Zillow's kind of pulling away.
He's having to defend Sanchez behind him. Sanchez is quick though. He's been able to run, gosh, all over this racetrack. Get inside of the 19 right now. Gosh, what a story that would be if he's able to go on the challenge Connor for the 19.
Winner earlier this season, Echo Park Speedway in Atlanta was Sanchez. Would love to get win number 2.
Oh, he is so loose on the bottom of Eric. Kind of committed to it, wasn't able to stay in the gas.
Boy, and that wiggle and loss of momentum opens the door for Jesse Love.
Incredible that saw that car get out from underneath him, and not only did it cost him the race for second, but it's allowed Jesse Love to get inside of him.
I'll tell you what, you talk about that side.
Jesse Love, take
worlds
third.
kind of almost collide as they merge together and try to gain that advantage.
Gosh, it looked like that 48 had a car that drove and challenged to the lead, and now he's struggling to hang on for third. See these guys towards the end of the race. Sanchez giving him no room. 2 cars probably hanging on right there. Cars sucking him around on the outside. You see those guys chasing each other all over the straightaways, just trying to slow each other down. But again, it's going to bring the 7 into this behind. Watch how loose the 48 gets here. Oh, doesn't look bad on TV, but I'm telling you, inside the car, that will get your attention. See right there, Allgaier, because those guys race side by side, it's brought him back into the picture.
Allgaier just finds his way. One of the best all time at Las Vegas. One here in the spring. Been quiet tonight. When you come in with the points cushion that he had, what he's doing is going to put him in position on points to advance once again to the championship 4. Just getting him where he needs to be above that cut line with Talladega and Martinsville still in the offing. And you know what? You get another caution. Who knows with a restart late in this race. Allgaier is in position and trying to get third from Sanchez. 14 laps to go.
Yeah, and I've been watching the lap times of the leaders, and Zilich checked out, had about a second lead, but the last 2 laps, Almirola's run just a little higher on the racetrack at both ends. Been able to run over a 10th quicker, only about a half a second back right now. See that line, those two leaders are running. Connor's moving around. We'll see if they run this time by lap time wise. Takes that time. The 19 was able to run him down. It's been this way all night long though. We've seen a leader not be able to check out. You see Eric running just slightly higher. Seems like the 19 has been able to have some success running over a little higher those bumps that we talk about in turns 1 and 2. Connor's spotter's got to be telling him as Allgaier goes by. Sanchez right here for third. Sanchez trying to fight back, looks really loose on the outside.
Good job, buddy.
Eddie DeHaan being really excited again on the radio.
12 to go.
Almirola's not.
Out front, driving for Junior Motorsports.
Won't get too far away though.
Second in that 19. It takes me back to the spring when it was Allgaier leading
he's
for
kind of
JRM.
catching him.
Almirola's second, and he just couldn't find his way around. Similar situation here.
Down to 3/10. They ran about the same lap time. You see,
Man, Almirola's closing it in.
To go to the bottom. It seems to me like he's making.
Here he comes.
A good 3 and 4 for the 19.
Well, as they continue to race, might open the door for Allgaier. Zillich, the bulldog he is.
Zillich's going to have to run the middle right here. He's going to have to take there he goes. Good move by Zillich. You got to run the middle, take the line away from Eric. Eric judged that.
Zillich off the corner. Zillich, you see
Damn,
that
man.
thing throwing out.
Totally full defense mode right now for Connor. He's just going to try
Just
to run
great
the
racing.
middle. Eric needs to be, but look at the last time. Oh, Eric has missed the bottom right there. Gonna lose a little bit of time down the front stretch. See what Connor chooses to do. I think running that middle lane, it seems like that's where Eric's been the best at Adam.
10 laps to go.
That's an eternity if you're leading this race right now. It's only about 5 minutes time-wise.
Corey Day looking at a top 5 going around Jesse Love. Unbelievable night for the 17.
Great night for him. Oh, look at this.
Oh, man.
Lead. Look at the brake rotors on the 19. We get back in there.
Oh, shit. Here comes Almirola on the outside now. Oh, no, nope.
Slides up in front of the 19 of Almirola. Zilic out front, 9 remaining in Vegas.
If I'm the 19, I'd rather get to his outside. I think that's an easier pass to complete. See, oh, Connor is loose right there. The 19's going to have some momentum. It's going to beat his inside off turn 2.
And here comes Almirola. Almirola for the lead. They are side by side. Oh, they made contact. How did they both save that? Oh, my God. Zilic ain't done. Here comes Zilly Zonkers.
It's not over. We've seen this all race long. That's the 19's preferred lane right there. See what Connor can do on the bottom. He's super loose out front. 19 had a really good corner right there. Oh, look how loose the 88 was coming off. Side draft. Eric has to move back up. Connor's got to know it. But it is for the lead with 10 to go. You can't blame him. Gosh, you're lucky it didn't cut a tire down right there on one of those cars.
Second time tonight, we've seen these two get together. Last time we thought there could be damage that would impact the 88, but he has soldiered on, stays right in the game. 7 laps remaining, 6.5 as they go down the back straightaway.
I can't wait to hear these guys after the race explain why, once you get the lead, you can't drive away. It makes no sense. Oh, look how loose the 88 is. Hanging on, that's going to
Zilic loses some there.
A ton right there. Yes, that is exactly what he's thinking inside of the car. So frustrating.
Last 2 mile-and-a-half races, Connor Zilic has finished second. You think about everything he's done. He's never won on a mile-and-a-half track. Lost the lead with 8 laps to go. It'll be 5 this time around. He's got to load it up for one more rally if he's going to get Almirola.
Yeah, we got a little bit of lap traffic. As you see, Corey Day, he's not content with the top 5. The 17 car is having his best run of the night at the perfect time.
Fourth for driver 17. Sanchez having a good evening as well. Top 5 right now for him.
Yeah, great run by the 17. You can't say enough. Doesn't look like there's a scratch on that car. Good in practice. Qualifying looked like it was going to be good in this 3 and 4, but just having an epic night. He's going to have what he needs. We'll see their lap time when they cross right here. Ooh, well, about 2/10 that lap. Of course, the 88 was a little bit quicker. Still 4 to go.
Going around the 35, Mason Maggio, the lap car. See if that does anything to help out Zilic. Both cleanly around. We'll see.
Almirola's at 103 laps tonight.
Eric Almirola, part-time.
It's obviously more than anybody.
Playoff opener at Bristol in the round of 12. Trying to do the same here in the
This race has the extra lap.
We're going to have a race.
Is that lap going to fucking change things?
Another 3/10 that lap.
Here comes Zilic. Zilly Zonkers. Oof.
Not afraid. Throwing it in is Connor Zilic. 2.5 laps to go. And I can't wait to see how aggressive he is if he gets there. These two have traded blows all night long.
Oh, you see the 88. He is inside of that car. He's dancing on his back end.
Oh, my God. 2 to go.
He gets tight. To the 19. Looks like the 19 on the bottom right here. Just trying to take the line away. Oh,
lost some, yeah.
Is yawn out all the way around the corner.
That's going to probably do it.
Incredible job.
Maybe not.
Onto it for Zilic. Not out of the game yet. We'll see the white flag this time around.
Here we go.
It's amazing that
the white flag.
These cars so hung out right now. Look at the 88.
Dude, yeah, he's done. And white flag. 1 lap to go for Eric Almirola.
Eric Almirola in front of Connor Zillage. Eric Almirola made his first ever Cup start right here in Las Vegas. A special place for him. He was a runner-up in the spring, so you know he wanted to get back to the top of the mountain, and he's going to do it here tonight. Coming off of turn 4,
Eric Almirola is going to win at Las Vegas.
Man, what a race. I mean, all race long. Not one dominant car. We had 3 or 4 guys.
Zillage comes home second, his 3rd consecutive runner-up finish.
Swept the stages, all 3.
Allgaier won here in the spring, he's 3rd. Career best for Corey Day, top 5 for Sanchez. Love's so good tonight, leading 22 laps, finishes 6th. And Mayer, the only other playoff driver inside the top 10.
Got the family here this weekend.
Love that.
Yep. It's so sweet.
Won earlier this season out west, did Eric Almirola. That time he did it at Phoenix in thrilling fashion. Tonight, it was a big finish as well as he holds off Connor Zillage. Mentioned how close he was here in the springtime, but able to get over the top here tonight. 3rd win of the year. Joe Gibbs, a tremendous leader for his team.
Such a great tradition they have, saying a prayer after the race. Great leader.
Eric, a part of the Owners' Championship, this 19 team is. So that gets them to the championship 4 to run for a title on the owner side.
I think that Eric's just having time of his life with no pressure in the Xfinity Series. Every single time he's in this 19 car, he's a threat to win. Won a lot of races in this, and just seems like he's enjoying it.
Throughout the last 2 years, non-playoff drivers have won 5 of the 11 playoff races. 4 of those going to Eric Almirola. 7 times a non-playoff driver has won the opening race in the round of 8 with the number 19 car getting to victory lane tonight. And here come the kids.
Yeah, Alex and Abby, out there and say hi to Dad. That's a good smell, that burnt rubber, those donuts.
Well, Eric's 41 years old, and he does this part-time. I don't want to say this is his golf game.
Kinda.
But I got to say, like, he comes back and just offers so much to the organization. Winning is the icing on the cake.
That's what it's all about right there.
100%.
What about that, Dad? So
I love that. Never a doubt. Eric might disagree with that comment.
Right.
He's glad it's over now. Whole family is here. Alex and Abby, wife Janice is here as well. Man, what a race. Almirola's so good here in the spring as well, and finally able to get it done here in the fall race here in Las Vegas and get the helmet off. Man, they made you earn that one. How did you go about those last few laps?
Oh, Nick Sanchez and Jesse Love are yelling at each other.
It needed to be to not only get by the 88, but then hold him off too.
Oh, man.
Man, they're arguing.
First, thank you, God. This is such an unbelievable opportunity.
A little punch in the chest.
With the Signatory and Young Life.
Jesse Love gave Nick Sanchez a little punch in the chest.
The globe, with these Young Life kids. And it's so much fun to be a part of this. Thank you, Coach. Such an awesome honor to go race for an owner's championship with JD Gibbs' name on the car, and the whole Gibbs family. I'm having so much fun. This is the time of my life, man. So our car was good. Our car was really good, but the longer I ran, the tighter I got. And I was just struggling on that long run in the beginning of stage 3, and finally that restart there, I just took off incredibly tight, and I couldn't get going. The 48 kind of slowed my momentum down, and finally I got clear of him and was able to go chase the 88 down. He looked pretty loose, and I was able to capitalize on that.
Well done. Congratulations. Eric Almirola in the 19, back in victory lane.
And Connor Zilic having a word with his teammate Justin Allgaier about, looks like, how they were both handling the end of the race. But man, we'll have to settle for second here. I know you were frustrated with yourself and with the car there at the end, but you told your team after the checkers, you apologized, you said, I was so close, I should have been more aggressive. If given the last laps of that race back, how would you have done things differently?
Yeah, I mean, the frustration just comes from how much it, this stuff means a lot to me, and a chance to lock into Phoenix, you got to take it. So, yeah, I mean, I gave it my all. I drove as hard as I could, but yeah, I guess all we had today. So, yeah, I mean, I just got to do a better job. I just could not wrap the line. I sucked here in the spring for the same reason, and we were just really loose and struggled to move around, and just didn't have what it took. So, we'll go back to the drawing board. Our WeatherTech Chevrolet was as fast as Xfinity Mobile all day long, and we put ourselves in the right spots, but unfortunately, I just didn't come away with it.
You leave plus 82. I know both Talladega and Martinsville are kind of considered wild cards. Is there comfort, though, in plus 82?
Yeah, plus 82 is not bad. It could be a lot worse, but having another win sticker on this thing definitely would have been better.
He's all about the W's. As CZ, Connor Zilic comes up short tonight, frustrated, but no doubt the points advantage will be what he's thinking about as he gets his arms around things, and we head to Talladega next Saturday afternoon. Eric Almirola, late rally, makes the pass inside of 10 laps to go, and he's able to hang on and win it over Connor Zilic. And how special is this? Dad wins, but before you hug your dad, you get to hug the coach. Burn it down. Win number 3, AA. Eric Almirola gets it done in Las Vegas.
Alrighty, y'all. Well, congrats to Eric Almirola.
Today,
so I'm gonna end it right here. I'll be live tomorrow, right at 5, maybe just a little bit after, for the Cup race.
We believe having the credit and rewards for the
NASCAR Cup Series race.
Tomorrow. Earn up to 10x points on travel and 5x points on dining with the Credit One Bank Wander American Express card.
And yeah,
for what's ahead.
thank you guys for